The teeny Vivian returns. And so does this dodo right here. Hello people! Hello, welcome to the stream today. How y'all doing? It's a good point, honestly. I should consider, like, getting a Vivian emote as well, considering the love that she gets these days from us here. But yes, hello everyone, welcome to the stream today. Hello to Kayana, hello Sakura, welcome both of y'all to the stream. I imagine Lilo's probably on their way back as well. As you guys can see from the title, we're gonna be streaming some ZZZ today. We're gonna be continuing the story because I wanna continue the story so that I can actually finish all the events and stuff in time. You know, time gated is the name of the game for gacha. But yeah, I should definitely look into it. So the thing is, if I did make a Vivian emote, the question is what kind of emote would it be, you know? Like normally I would have thought, oh, Vivian would probably be a good like love emote. But we kind of have one, you know? We already have Ganyu on a heart emote. And yeah, I could technically just make a new heart emote since, you know, like Ganyu doesn't really have much of a presence on here anymore. But it feels like a waste, you know? Animated Vivian. The thing is, animated emotes are only available to like subscribers, you know? If I'm not wrong, yeah, like I think only subscribers can get animated emotes. I can't actually like let people use them for free. And if I were to make a Vivian emote, I would ideally like people to be able to use it. So, unfortunately, you know, can't really do that. Incentive for subs? Would you guys sub just to use an animated Vivian emote? You guys haven't subbed for the animated me emote. Hello Samir, welcome to the stream. Yes? Damn. Okay, I guess I should look into that then. But okay, the same question remains though. If we did have an animated Vivian emote, what kind of emote would it be still? I know that in-game, ZZZ-wise, probably the most popular Vivian emote is actually the one with her pen lights. So I guess, if anything, I could have an animated Vivian cheering emote, I guess. I don't know her character. You'll get to it eventually, Hayana. Yeah, Kayana here just started playing ZZZ again not too long ago. Very early in the story right now they are. So, you got a lot coming. You will see why I adore this little lady right here. Dancing Vivian? I don't know. Like, I guess she would, but I don't know. What are we talking about? We're talking about ZZZ, Samir. Today I am going to be playing some Zenless Zone Zero. For those of you who may not know what that is, it is a gacha game. I've been enjoying a lot of ZZZ. I'm going to be playing through the story today. It's a weekend, so I finally have some time, once again, to go through the story. You know, I want to finish the story so that I can get started on the beach event. And get all of those rewards and stuff, because I need more pulls. If you guys didn't see as well, I recently shared on Discord that I was able to get Remiel's Wenjin. Awesome. Awesome. So that's good, right? I finally can get Remiel properly built up. I just need like the discs. The discs are being a pain in the ass. I'm trying my best to get Remiel some good discs and they're just not showing up. But yeah. We're gonna be continuing the story today from where we left off before. Speaking of Lilo, here you are. Welcome, Lilo. Have you had your lunch? Did you actually get like takeout? This MSC was great. I enjoyed the grand finals very much. Finally a full best of 7 in a long time. You are right, Samir. I agree. I very much agree. Really? Like, even though it's kind of sad that like that the MY teams weren't able to make it very far, none of us can deny that this has been the best MSC in a very long time. Like, in fact, I think a lot of people might even agree it might be the best MSC we've ever had, even. So, it really is something. You did get takeout. I see, I see. Well, thank you for... I hope you didn't rush home too hard just to catch the stream. I appreciate your viewership, but no need to put yourself out there too much for little old Dodo here, but thank you. Actually, Lilo, let me ask you as well. Earlier in the chat, we were discussing the idea of having a Vivian emote made for the channel, and like Sakura and Kayana were saying that like it'd be nice if it would be an animated emote, which would be sub-exclusive. But we were kind of like wondering if we made a Vivian emote, what kind of emote would it be, you know? Like what would she be doing? Sorry to the guy I ditched. You ditched the guy? What do you mean guy you ditched? You ditched the guy for the stream? What guy did you ditch? So unpredictable, everything was a surprise till the end, and a great best of 7. Yeah, man. All 7 games. So I think a lot of us thought that it was going to be 4-1, but then Yangon fought back. And then finally, Spirit locked in. You ditched your friend to come watch the stream? I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad. Is that okay? Also, yes, Viv's emote would be cool, but yeah, I don't know like what kind of emote we would make for Vivian, you know? Like, Sakura was thinking just the Vivian dancing emote, but technically speaking, we already have an emote of me dancing. I thought that like we would give her a heart emote, but we already have a Ganyu heart emote. They understand. Did you have plans? Like, did you cancel plans to be here? I hope not. Like, that would be kind of... I don't know how I would feel, but yeah, you can see here, we got Remiel's Wenjin. Remiel's Wenjin max leveled. I'm still in the midst of getting discs set up for her. Some of them have been kind of okay. This one is not bad. This one is eh. This one is probably one of the better pieces I have. This one is just placeholder. This one is sad. This one is sad. I'm so sad about this one. And then this one is also just okay. Like, I used a bunch of resources to like try to farm some disc for Remiel, and I still couldn't get like what I was hoping for, because like anomaly is a little bit difficult sometimes, because you specifically need anomaly proficiency and attack. Like, that's all you can really work with. And I know that Remiel ideally wants 4,000 attack, which means I desperately need more attack substats. Yeah. Oh, my game is set to mlbb. Whoops, it is. One moment. Because I always have to set up for both Twitch and YouTube, I always end up forgetting something somewhere, you know? Like, I have to set the title on Twitch and YouTube, and then I have to set the description and thumbnail on YouTube, and then I have to set the game on Twitch. So I always just end up forgetting something, you know, along the way. But I will say, at this point, Remiel is probably in a somewhat usable state. It's not perfect, but she's definitely in a usable state, so I can probably try giving her a shot to farm her own materials now. Technically yes, but it was tentative plans, so moved it to tomorrow. Oh wow. You moved your plans for me? Man. Well, hopefully this stream ends up being worth your time then. The MLBB looks weird. Hello, Darren. Dodo only reads Lilo's message. Well, I'm sorry. I can only... I'm not reading the whole chat all the time. I try, but I will miss things. It's like how I miss things on Twitch or YouTube. Latest update. Pretty Ballman, yes. Very pretty. Bye, Blair. Alright, thanks for dropping by, sir. Unless you're kidding, in which case, stick around. My friend came here with me anyway, so it's fine. What? So you dragged your friend to watch the stream? But yes, I'm gonna try Remiel Valina with Vivian. Man, look at this. Look at this screen right here. Look at all these pretty ladies. You can really kind of see the difference in texturing that like new and old ZZZ has, by the way. Like, I think the biggest thing is the hair, like the hair difference, right? Now there's a lot more small individual strands when in the past they were like larger shapes, which I don't think was a bad thing either. Rem first position, Vivian second. Okay.
Good day.
I don't actually know why. Is there a reason for that? Beauties is correct. Also, I think Lilo said earlier like 2 Vivian emotes, like one static and one animated. I guess I'll think about it. Do I remember how to play Remiel? I played through like her trial stage just to test. I don't. Oh yeah, I think I just hold E so that she does her thing.
Oh, for Lord Satan!
Time to end this. Not too boring. My turn.
So that Rem does ether damage. Oh, I see. Okay.
Wind shear. Yep.
I don't know how to switch back. Oh, okay. There we go. She does it on her own. Wait, how did I do it? I hold basic attack now. Okay. I need to learn how this works. Nice. Okay, and then I think I do one non-burnout mode. Can't believe this gorgeous lady got me back into the game. Rem's so gorge. Yes, she's very gorge. And I've heard some things about the story of how they're actually just going to make us love her even more. Like, people have had nothing but good things to say about the 3.1 story, so I'm very excited to go through the rest of it. After holding basic, hold skill again, and then it's just loop. Okay. So yeah, basically Remiel doesn't really need to be on field very much. Which is unfortunate, because her lightsabers feel very cool.
Let's get.
Don't underestimate her.
You won't be disappointed. Take this. The wind rises.
But yeah, I can imagine that I probably do need an actual anomaly main DPS. Because unfortunately, Vivian is not a main DPS. Makes things a little bit weird.
Ready to dance with me? Let this era come crashing down.
Damn, look at her go. She's just sprawled out over the screen all the fucking time.
Don't fret. All will soon be calm.
Just stick with swapping in and out with Viv and Vel, yeah. Especially for counter, yes. Yeah, I need the counter to get, especially to get like Vivian's resources and that stuff.
Shall we dance? Hey, always nice to see you.
Dude, I found out that like Remiel's VA is apparently the same as Farina. It's like, what was her name? Amberly Connors, right? Like apparently she has VA work in most of the Hoyo games. I can only remember Farina, but I'm just like thinking, damn, this is very different. A very different voice quality we're seeing here.
new ghost story to... Good day.
Hey,
I would
Maybe
never
I should
think
test to
that
see how she works with Piper. Should I test how she works with Piper?
Good day, Lord.
Why not? Let's give it a shot.
But remember to buckle up.
Should I get Remiel's outfit? It's such a good outfit. And there's technically reason to, because like there's a spending event going on and all too.
let's stir up some trouble. The wind rises.
You got it.
Please step back. I'll remember your fall.
Yeah, the black one is so good. Oops, lagging a bit there. Remiel, break in my PC.
You've been warned.
Damn, that damage though.
You take the lead. Then
My lord. It does work with Piper pretty well. Piper herself even got like a pretty high score actually. You actually want to end with Rem. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because then I can just pop her into her state again. Okay, let's try that again. We're practicing. We're practicing with the pink lady.
let's stir up here. Not enough. Hear the howling wind.
You got it.
Insolent guests shall be disciplined.
Going the extra mile.
Where we end with Remiel. Haha.
Huh? Let this era come crashing down then.
My god. Damn. That is so fast, dude. So much damage. And she's not even fully built yet. Heck, even Piper is not perfectly built yet. Quite something, quite something. As you can see, I have been using some of my ether batteries. It feels kind of bad to use them, but like, I have to, because what's the point of me saving otherwise? You know, it's like that gamer instinct. It's that feel of like, oh, but what if I need it in the future, you know? And then you just hold on to it forever. So I need to do 2 more runs, so I'll just... Technically though, I will be getting more of them for free once the new week starts. It's fine, whatever.
Spin. You got it. Sit out of my way.
Know your place. Please step back. Hear the howling wind.
Oh, and the Lumi and the Remiel effect actually gives a little bit of energy back too. Damn. Okay.
Insolent guests shall be disciplined.
Go the extra mile.
Let the stage be even more dazzling.
My god. Damn. Vivian thinking, Vivian sleep, Vivian peek. How many Vivian emotes do you want? As much as we love Vivian, for me personally, I like having some variety, you know? I feel like it'd be nice to have emotes of different characters. Like maybe we can do 2 for Vivian since we have 2 for Hu Tao. Actually, how many do we have for Hu Tao again? I'm giving you options. I see. What would feel best? I feel like Vivian Peak would be the best actually out of the 3 you gave me. Cause like that's probably what she's doing when she's, you know, following us. We have 4 Taos? I didn't even realize. I think the reason we have 4 Taos is not because of me. It's because like my artist, you know, also happens to like Hu Tao, so they just drew a lot of Hu Taos for the fun of it. It's not because I asked for 4 different Hu Taos, it just so happened.
Press the advantage. Waiting for me. You've been warned.
3 Tao and 1 3D Tao. 3D Tao. We have a 3D
Ready
Tao.
to dance with me? Huh?
Damn, fudge. To think that the day would actually come that I have Alina Reviel, dude. Remember all that time back when I was, like, stressing out and debating, you know, about, like, should I pull Valina, you know? Will I be able to get all the characters I want if I pull Valina? And now here we are. I think I'm out of money. Holy moly. I need Dennis. Alright, that one. The smug Tao. Yes, now I remember. Yeah, I forgot it because I clipped that one out myself.
Shall we dance?
If we made like a few ZZZ emotes, which characters would we make them of, you think? Vivian, of course. But like who else? Wise? Okay, I'm sensing a bit of bias. Belle, actually, you know what? That does make sense. We probably should have a Belle emote. She deserves one. Our girl. What would a Belle emote be? Maybe I should drop some cash to commission some emotes. Oh yeah, I should buy potentials from here. But that will happen once I actually build the characters. Cause dude, I have no fudging resources left to build anyone with. I barely have resources to finish building Remiel. Not to mention, like, if I were to get Jane, I'd have to build her. And then, like, now I have reason to build Neko and Rina. Is like, oh my god. Get Rina first. The thing is, do I have anyone that works with Rina right now, even? Like, apparently in the future she's usable with Claret, so that kind of ends up working out in a funny way. But right now, does she even work with anyone? Hi Kai, welcome to the stream. Okay, but yes. So I have done my farming. Lettuce is a vegetable. And we shall go ahead and move to the story. We left off with Remiel at the Enna gang. Future, so you don't have to do it in the future. I mean, yes, that would be nice. But you have to remember that I don't even have resources to build stuff for now, you know? I don't have the time to think about the future. Alright, Griff. Together with Remiel, you briefly explain to Griff what you are investigating. To avoid causing unnecessary panic, you deliberately leave out any information related to the culprit. Griff immediately gathers the nearby bamboo. I kind of forgot what we were doing at the bamboo place from last time. Lady Remiel, Master Proxy, sorry to keep you both waiting. A few of the gang recognize the place you're looking for. Oh yeah, we were looking for the dude. The dude that sounded like yokai.
And efficient.
You're too kind. The place you're looking for is deep below us, right at the bottom of the retroflux zone. Some of us were scouting out a new hideout a while back. That area was actually one of our backup options. But recently, the electronics down there started malfunctioning, and the ether levels got all weird too. I was worried it might be dangerous for Bangbu, so I had the route sealed off. Master Proxy, are you really planning to go there? It's dangerous. I even heard there's singularity leakages down there.
Don't worry, Griff. I'll go with her.
Huh? Remiel? You're coming too?
Wasn't that our agreement? I help you follow.
We got a Subaru emote.
And you help me investigate
Unfortunately.
What? Have you forgotten already, my dear partner in
I do
crime?
not follow ReZero myself. Yes, full on bias. You'd live your truth, Lilo. But unfortunately, it is not my truth.
Something's not right. Did you just talk me into this again?
This is one of those moments when overthinking won't do you any favors, Miss Detective. Besides, rather than concern yourself with such trivial details, my adorable little Bangbu, before we officially set out, could you change back into your proxy form for me? Those short little arms and legs won't be much help after all.
So she's just asking us to come over. Master Proxy, we actually have another hidden entrance. It's inside the phone booth on Beckford Street. There's a hidden elevator there, and it's big enough for humans to use too. I'll let the Bangfu guarding it know to wave you through when he sees you. Alright then.
Got it. I'll be right there.
Dude, Remiel's VA work is so good. Like, dude, Remiel could very easily do ASMR. In fact, I think she's just doing ASMR talking normally. You quickly disconnect from the HDD and your consciousness returns to Amber Hall. I'm gonna find someone that has a Suba emote, sub, then dip. While taking a short break, you feel wise in on what happened in the retroflux zone.
So, you've confirmed that the place where Toby was kidnapped is indeed at the very bottom of the retroflux zone. But I still can't shake the feeling that Remiel's keeping something from us. Like she
Probably.
said, in a Q&A game, the one answering can't lie. But that doesn't mean they have to tell the whole truth. For starters, we still don't know why she tried to assassinate Liz.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we haven't asked her that Actually, wait, have we asked her that question? We probably have. She just probably kind of like sidestepped it.
Yeah. Back in the retroflux zone.
Oh wait, never mind, no.
But asking
We
her
haven't
why she
asked,
tried to
but it's because we
assassinate
don't think she'll give us the answer. Okay, okay.
Somehow-
Thank you, Belle.
I had a feeling she'd just dodge the question. As for what she's really after, well, at least the part she's willing to tell us is pretty clear. She wants to use mine and Pyros' ability to manipulate the singularity leakage to track down Gerta Blulu.
Toby's kidnapping, the recurring singularity leakages, Gerta Blulu. I have a feeling there's a connection between all of them that we're still missing.
Yeah, Remiel said something similar too. Looks like the only way we're getting any real answers is by finding that crime scene.
Oh yeah, and at the
all
same
the
time, we
retroflux
still don't know where Dracena
Billy and
is.
Cecilia should both be resting in their rooms. Do you want me to ask them to go with you?
No need. I can handle it myself. Too many people might tip them off.
I guess that's fair, but I feel like we could at least bring someone with us, you know, Belle.
Pyros and Remiel there? I think we'll
But
be
I
fine.
suppose Belle can take care of herself now that she's got Pyrois.
Fairy and I will support you remotely.
Everything is no longer spoilers for me. Ah, that was fast. Oh, what's this? There's a switch. Press the switch. Oh, We can turn off the lights in our room. That's nice. Nice. So I guess Lilo already knows what's going to happen and is basically just waiting for me to get to the good parts. Oh,
Is
Sigrid.
something troubling you? You have been circling this phone booth
Uh-oh.
for quite some time.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what phone booth? Never heard of it. No, never heard of any booth at all.
Huh? But it is behind you.
Thank you, Sigrid. Sigrid?
Secret? Didn't expect to see you here. What's going on?
Greetings, Miss Bell. While on patrol, I came across this Bangbu citizen. He appeared to be in some distress, so I stopped to inquire about his situation.
I don't need any help from you airspace patrol folks. I'm just waiting for someone. That's all. Just waiting for someone.
Waiting for someone? And who might that be?
I can't say, but I am waiting for someone. And that someone will be here any minute now. Yeah, that would be us. This has...
This Bangbu. Is he the one Griff mentioned that's guarding the phone booth? Oh, he's way too nervous. Secret's already starting to get suspicious. I've got to think of something before he gives himself away.
That would be me.
Secret, actually. The person he's waiting for is,
I see. Citizen, the one you await is Mr. Gaboo. Is that right?
Who's that? Who the heck is that?
Mr. Gaboo? Who the heck is that?
I do not know. But we must stay here. We must wait for Mr. Gaboo.
What the heck is that?
Perhaps today. Perhaps tomorrow. But one day, we shall wait no
Sigrid, what are you reciting?
for Mr. Gaboo will finally arrive.
Huh?
Oh, it's a line from the famous play, Awaiting Gaboo. Did I get that right, Mr. Actor?
Huh? Actor? Who? Me?
Are you not an actor from Spotlight Theater? But the line you just quoted was unmistakably from... Ah, wait. I understand now. In the script of Awaiting Gaboo, there is no phone booth, no Spotlight Theater, and
Sigrid,
no
I think
actor
you're
booth.
overthinking it.
He must have immersed himself in the role for so long.
No, Sigrid. There's an easier answer to this. How are you a police officer?
I ought not disturb his rehearsal any further. My apologies, Mr. Actor. I misunderstood the situation and rudely interrupted your rehearsal.
Rehearsal? Oh, alright. Boss says only through constant practice can we build courage and conviction and become outstanding Bangbu worthy of protecting Lady Sunbreaker.
Indeed. Only by holding fast to courage and conviction can we fulfill our duty to protect Rose Califer.
You know, I feel like the impression that Sigrid has is very slowly being like revealed. Cause like, I think a lot of us thought that she was going to be a more stoic character type. But it seems like she's just actually kind of slapstick in general.
These two? How are they even having a conversation right now? They're not talking about the same thing at all. Whatever. At least Secret doesn't seem to suspect anything. If she finds out where Remiel is, explaining everything would be a nightmare. We've come this far already. I'll just play it by ear.
Well then, now that the misunderstanding has been cleared up, I shall not interrupt your rehearsal any further. Farewell, you two. I wish you a pleasant day.
After nodding to you, Sigrid leaves. Well, alright, I guess. Did I hear that right? Lady Sigrid was actually cheering us on? Could it be? Lady Sigrid is secretly one of the Enna gang? Everyone here is stupid.
No. Absolutely not. You've got the wrong idea. A very, very wrong idea.
After quite a bit of explaining, you finally convinced the Bangbu in front of you to drop that absurd idea. With the Bangbu leading the way, you take the hidden elevator inside the phone booth back to the Reflux zone. Everyone's stupid, yes. And that's what we want, honestly. That's what we need. That's what we've been kind of missing in ZZZ for a while, you know. The slapstick of it all. Characters just being cartoonish.
Well, it's about time you showed up. Amber Hall isn't that far. What kept you?
Okay, it feels kind of weird to have this kind of cutscene, but voiced, you know? Like, normally, if a cutscene is voiced, it will be in, like, the visual novel style. It's kind of weird to hear Remiel speaking still. Like, I know it happened in 3.0, but it's still kind of strange. Almost got caught by Sigrid.
You're acting more and more like a partner in crime now. Covering for your accomplice in front of an airspace patrol officer. Still, I have some understanding of what kind of person Secret is. Rigid, earnest, and her intuition is unnervingly sharp. She's certainly difficult.
You know, I would have believed this before, but I get the feeling that she's not really. It's hard to say if it's really that
Fair
accurate.
enough. That's the nature of intuition. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it isn't. Alright, enough of that. We should head off to the crime scene on the lower level of the retroflux zone. The entrance is this way. Griff is already waiting for us.
Let's go. Can I use the bot yet? I cannot. Okay. I agree. You know, I really like Griff's design. The little hat is cute. Wow, so this is what the Master Proxy really looks like. So full of life. So charming.
Alright, Griff. That's enough flattery. The sky will get dark soon, so we should get moving.
Ah yes, honored guest. Look, I've already cleared away the barricades around the elevator. It should go straight down to the bottom of the retroflux zone. You'll be there in no time. But after you take the elevator down, you'll need to head a little farther in to get to the place in the photo. From there, it's pretty straightforward, so you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Safe travels, honored guest. Alright, let's go. I really should build Pyrois properly so that I can use him in like story segments. I kind of put him on the back burner because, you know, Remiel, Valina, Norma, and now Remiel in a row. I have not had time. Together with Remiel, you take the elevator to the bottom floor of the
Here we
retroflux
are.
zone.
The bottom floor of the retroflux zone. Just like the energy hub I visited before. The lingering ether here isn't normal either. The concentration and activity levels are way off. In other words, there's probably another singularity leakage deeper inside. Come to think of it, Griff mentioned something like that too.
Suddenly, a white feather drifts into view and playfully grazes the tip of your nose.
Hey, that tickles. Remiel, what are you doing?
Why? To bring a certain someone back from her own little world, of course. Now then, Miss Detective, what new clue have you uncovered? Oh my, are you upset? Then how about this? I'll give you a feather as well, and you can try
Does it
get
hurt
notice
to
these
take
too.
feathers off, Remiel?
Then we'll be even, Steven.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to be spelled. But yeah, I'll take the feather, why not? You take the feather from Remiel and waggle it on the tip of her nose several times. But nothing happens. How could a winged tyrant sneeze from her own feathers? I mean, I feel like it's possible, right?
So, tell me, what did you find?
The lingering ether in this area, its concentration and activity.
And also, they call her a winged tyrant,
Yeah.
but like,
It's a lot like the
what
energy hub
what
I've been
creature is she actually
In other
supposed to
words,
be?
If we keep going deeper, the odds of running into a singularity leakage are very high. So, as we keep moving deeper, we'll need to avoid singularity leakages as much as possible. Remiel, I need you to follow my directions, okay? I'm pretty dang confident in my proxy skills, so we should be just fine.
Wait, I've not seen this
Remiel?
expression on Remiel before.
Remiel?
She looks awfully concerned. I didn't even know she could make a face like that. Duck, trust. You... A duck tyrant? Yeah, definitely. That makes sense.
I'm listening. Please, go on.
I'm already done.
I already finished, Miss Absent-Minded Void Hunter.
My apologies. My mind wandered for a moment. It won't happen again. But I did hear everything you said.
Personally, I still really like ZZZ's BN style storytelling, cause like, oh what, she can blush?
Faith in the legendary.
She can blush? Alright, but yeah, I still really like ZZZ's BN style storytelling, cause being able to see the characters emote really makes a big difference, you know, like seeing their expressions, the way they move and their face change and all that. I think it's good. I didn't know characters could blush. Have you not taken photos with her yet? No. I've been farming.
I'll leave the route planning to you. Oh, great Ethan.
Okay, we got Remiel, Pyrois, and Valina. Wait, why is Valina here? Like, canonically, these two should be here, but for some reason, Valina's just here. Damn, look at her go, look at her fly. Whee! All good, I know how to play.
Something's off with these mechs. These abandoned mechs. They've probably been affected by a singularity leakage.
Let's give them a moment to cool down.
What the heck? What's happening? He's shooting? I didn't see a flash. This is not a Pyrois team, dude. Whoops. Oh well, this should kill, I think. Right? No, not quite. Okay, there we go.
Done. Let's keep moving.
You think the most obvious one is Dove? I'm honestly really curious whether or not an Angel Tyrant is a real thing, you know? Cause like we never actually got any confirmation of what kind of Tyrant Nangong is either. Like, is an Angel Tyrant a real thing? Cause I do believe there are slightly more mythical feeling Tyrants out there.
Around here than I expected. Danielle, how's it going on your end?
Damn, okay.
These enemies are far too strong. I couldn't possibly defeat them.
Yeah, of course, Revio.
And mech beats first generation Void Hunter. Yeah, that'd make a pretty wild headline.
Probably an Angel Tyrant, right? But it feels like they're not really confirming it.
Slowly, aren't they?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good for...
Hmm.
Let's slow down a bit. The area's data's... Emmy, wait, don't!
Yeah, we call her Remy. Did we always call her Remy? That's a cute nickname.
Great. We still ended up in the singularity leakage.
Since we're here, let's finish this quickly.
I think I've forgotten
Right.
what
Let's go,
of
Pyrois.
was this one with the buff? I think this was the one with the buff.
Hear the howling wind. I'll remember.
What? Hold on, wait. I can't tell what you just said.
What do
Remy
you say?
Tread in the hat? Oh, Rat in the Hat. Oh, Ratatouille. Okay, alright. The Rat in the Hat, I see. It got auto-corrected to Tread for some reason. That's funny. Hold on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'm crying. That's really funny. I'm like, what are you saying? That is pretty funny, actually. Remy, threat in the hat. Is he a threat? You know, I guess he is to the cleanliness of the kitchen. But don't worry, he washes his hands.
After all that, we still ended up entering the singularity leakage. Remiel, didn't we agree? Follow my directions and avoid singularity.
Yeah, you would think that Remiel would be able to detect those as a void hunter.
That was my bad. It won't happen again.
I'm not like you, Remiel. You were right. When it comes to combat skills, I really haven't improved much. I've mostly just been relying on Pyrois's power. That's why I've been trying to stay away from those dangerous singularity leakages. At the very least, I don't want us getting dragged into a fight where I'd only hold you back.
If you ask me, you're being far too hard.
BRB Dodo, I'll take my friend home. Okay.
The
Say thanks to your friend for dropping by as well.
There haven't been many, but among them, the only ones capable of entering a hollow and fighting in person are you and Joyous.
Oh, Joyous. Joyous
You
name
all
drop?
end up calling him again. Ah, right. The predecessor of proxies.
Lamau, yes. After you pulled them out of your
I love
outing
to see the look on his
to
face.
come join the Dodo stream.
Look at it this way. You're already enough of a legend to stand shoulder to shoulder with the predecessor of proxies. Does that make you feel a little better?
Honestly, that is pretty high praise. Thanks, Remiel. Okay, bye. Alright, see ya later, Lilo.
Thanks, Remiel. But putting me on the same level as Mr. Joyous? You're giving me way too much credit.
It's not such a stretch. If you ask me, his combat skills may
Really?
be worse than yours.
Worse
He's
than
your complete
ours?
opposite. Always convinced he can handle anything.
That is not what I was expecting. What? You're telling me a Void Hunter can't fight?
You're the sort of person who's already doing well.
Joyous was a Void Hunter, right?
Tells themselves it isn't enough. For a beginner, your combat skills have
Huh.
improved remarkably.
That's kinda shocking.
I know many of your friends excel in combat, but there's no need to measure yourself against them. Don't forget, you're a proxy. You always have been, and you still are. There are
Remiel
many
is so
things
supportive, though.
As for
Aw.
the things you can't do alone, I believe your friends will be right beside you to accomplish them.
Dude,
together.
Remiel is so nice. What the heck?
Remiel.
Yeah.
all
Where did that come from, you know?
And
Like, why was that so
did
genuine?
Sonic Riddler syndrome finally clear up?
Oh my, I thought you'd at least thank me first.
Thank you for dragging us into a singularity leakage.
For sharing a bit of old gossip about Joyous, of course.
Dude, I actually really like the conversations that we have with Remiel. It really feels like a real conversation, you know?
That you're
There's a
feeling
little bit of
better,
fun, a little
it's
bit of
time to
teasing
head
here
in.
and there.
The crime scene you're looking for should be
Like,
just
Remiel
below.
feels very,
As for finding a
very
way through the
grounded,
singularity
surprisingly.
leakage, I'll leave that to you, my stubborn Miss Proxy.
Wait, who's being difficult here, Remiel?
Yes, I wonder, who could it be?
Yeah, I actually really like this banter, you know? Like, I don't feel like we really have this sort of banter with, like, a lot of the other agents. You know, like, generally a lot of the other agents are just kind of, like, nice to us, polite, you know? Like, I don't think it's the first time we've had this sort of banter, but I don't really remember who had it before.
Miss Proxy.
Oh, I don't have. Oh, I see. Okay. I still need to know how to read Remiel's bar a little better.
Doesn't it seem like there's more and more enemies around here?
This hardly counts as a warm-up. Feels like we're really starting to get in sync, Miss Foxy.
Ooh, I got an achievement.
If I push just a little harder, I can totally keep up with you. Finally, it's over. Come on, let's keep moving.
So I'm kind of wondering, canonically,
Is just short of a passing grade.
like, canonically, is Belle also fighting with, like, Remiel and Pyrois, you know? Like, I was always under the assumption that, like, we were kind of standing on the side and Pyrois was doing the fighting, but based on the way they're saying
In the
it,
heat of battle.
it sounds like we are actually also fighting. Like, we're actually just out here shooting things with that gun that we're holding. Oh, well, I did not mean to do that. I just wanted to switch to Remiel, okay. Well, it's fine. But yeah, it sounds like the proxy actually is fighting, which is kind of curious. I wonder if one day, rather than like Pyrois, maybe we get like a version where the proxy actually fights. That would be kind of strange. Or I suppose what would probably happen first is our sibling gets like an etheric other. That would probably make the most sense. So that we can actually have both siblings as technically playable agents, you know? Wait, hold on. Did I go to the wrong place? No, it's this way, okay. Wait, I did. I came back up the elevator, what the fudge? Did I just go in a circle? Am I stupid? I think I might have just went in a circle.
That's
What
the
the fudge?
memory.
I don't know how that happened. This is what happens when streamers yap.
Whoa, that's a strong ether activity response.
Master, I'm picking up ether activity similar to that of Toby.
So the culprit used this mech to hurt Toby. Remiel, you can't smash it to pieces. It has clues tied to the culprit.
Okay, don't fret. That's asking a great deal. Fine, understood. The wind rises.
Let the stage be even more.
Remiel is so cool though, actually. I have definitely been enjoying playing Remiel.
Don't disappoint me.
Try not to move.
Boom. Get blasted, boyo. Look at that. Or two people aura farming now.
Data cross-reference complete. Master, your current location matches Toby's memory record with a 99.73% similarity rate.
Where
Site
did the
confirmed.
honestly, where do the point percentages even come from?
Let's check out that weird mech first and see if we can find any clues.
Then I'll rest nearby for a bit. Data analysis isn't exactly my specialty, so I'll leave that to you and your AI assistant.
Sure, no problem. Leave it to me.
With Fairy's help, you quickly retrieve and restore the mech's operation logs.
Just as I thought. The culprit used this mech to implant potent ether into the Bangbu. And there's something
Uh-huh.
else. I'm seeing traces of a virus inside the Bangbu.
Oh, what?
To control them
What?
and
Oh, damn.
Make them commit
Oh
crimes?
damn! Hello, Ray!
Maybe-
Welcome Ray and everyone from Ray's chat to the stream. How y'all doing? Excuse me, I'm stretching. Hello, thank you, Ray. Hello, thank you for the raid. How was your stream, my good sir? Playing some MLBB, I would assume. We are doing some Zenless Zone Zero story today. Stream was good. Nice, nice. Did you win your games? Are you mythical immortal now?
Best be quick, Miss Proxy. I damaged that mech's ether battery during the fight, so there's no telling when it might explode.
Well, that's not good. I'm neutral today. 50-50 win rate. Well, could be worse, I suppose. I feel like lots of people are going to be playing MLBB now that MSC is over, you know. Trying to learn from the pro strats. Pick up a thing or two from the teams. What did you think of MSC, by the way? We were watch partying it yesterday. That was a really, really good grand finals, and honestly, a really good MSC in general. Your Spirit won by Kid Bomba. I'm gonna be completely honest, Kid Bomba definitely played well, but I feel like Hiko should have gotten finals MVP, but I think it's fine regardless. I do personally feel like Hiko should have been finals MVP based on performance, but all of them definitely deserve that win. Spirit deserved that win. I am honestly happy for them, and I felt really happy watching them actually win, lift the trophy, all of that stuff. It felt nice, you know. It felt nice to actually have a new team, new players, a new region win an international tournament. Like it was such a refreshing feeling compared to past MSCs. Cause like, we'd gotten used to PH winning, you know, ID winning. It's always the same few peeps winning as well, you know. You can see that, yeah, they're happy, but there isn't the same sort of impact anymore. Like, Spirit winning for the first time, you can see how it really meant to them, you know, how special that moment was. We need more of that. I'm gonna be honest, they need Bomba to win lane, then TS wins match. You're right, actually. Most of the time, Spirit was winning early game because like a big part of it was Bomba being able to win his lane and translate that advantage into teamfight victories. Like the games that they lost, usually Yangon had drafted correctly to make sure that Kid Bomba couldn't win lane. So every single game where Kid Bomba was able to win lane, you could see that it looked very different. It's not a dominant region in finals, yeah. And in fact, it's like no dominant region in finals. It's not like Spirit beat like a PH team to win. It was EECA versus Myanmar. Like that's so cool, you know. That's what we need more of. Not all the same stuff over and over again with like the same teams claiming the podium and all that. It's nice.
Huh? Why didn't you mention that sooner? Wait, what's this?
But yeah, it's nice. It feels good.
No. It looks like a photo. How is that possible?
Now that's not who I think it is it? Cause that looks a bit like their friend from Helios. Sir Pico, his name was, I think. Kind of a funny name, I'll be honest with all of y'all. But Oh, hi Lilo, are you back? But meta really versatile now? Yes, it is true. But personally for me as a casual player, I don't know how to feel about the meta being more versatile. Like yes, you could play more heroes, but it also is the fact that it's a little bit early game centric as a result. Right? Like if your early game doesn't go well, it's very difficult for you to actually win the game. So it makes things kind of difficult because if you don't draft properly, you just kind of lose automatically, and we all know that ranked matches are not known for their drafting. Welcome back, Lilo, welcome back. Is Sir Pico alive?
Why is he here? No, that's not possible. He should have... Sir Pico?
Oh damn, it is.
How could Sir Pico be
It
here?
is him.
Huh?
So what? Sir
That
Pico
image
and
flashed by just
Truvia
now.
are both around?
What was it?
Wait, hold on.
The culprit's face?
So up until
I feel
now,
like I've seen it
I was like
before.
a little worried because I was thinking like, is Truvia gonna end up being kind of like the villain of all of this? But if Sir Pico is alive and he's the one who's been causing the issues, is he the villain? Then what's Truvia's role in this? Huh. Well, I did not expect that. I thought they would actually keep Serpico dead.
I'm not sure, but... this mech's data is way too corrupted. Fairy, can you recover that image from earlier?
But I remember he sounded a bit like yokai as well.
Anomalous image data.
So what does that mean? Serpico's been yokai the whole time?
No.
Or yokai is I don't know.
It's just someone who looks like him. I must be seeing
Nah, I'm
things.
sorry, Belle. You're in a
It's
gacha game. If a
probably
character
because I saw
exists,
Truvia
it's them.
earlier. That's why Serpico came to mind. I must have mistaken the culprit for him. Yeah. That has to be it. But what if? What if that really is Serpico?
There's a bigger twist
Tale, Miss Proxy.
than their dead childhood friend being
If we've
alive?
gathered enough information. Let's head back for now. No need
What
to
else could they
continue
throw at
analysis.
us?
The culprit is clearly long gone. Miss Proxy? Belle? Are you listening?
Oh, I'm fine. Just give me a little bit. I want to confirm something.
I'm not telling you. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want you to. Just then, a rapid string of warnings blare from the broken mech.
Stay
Whoops.
away from that mech.
Explosive device.
So close. Gotta figure this out.
Oh, damn.
Wait! A clue! What did you do?
What did you do?
Oh, damn.
Have a death wish or something? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Oh, damn. Oh, what? What's happening here? Honestly, okay. Honestly,
What is this?
I love Proxy's interactions with Remiel. Like, I genuinely feel like it's been a long time since we've really, like, felt this close to an agent. Like, I know every single patch they will make the Proxy, like, feel close to an agent. They'll make sure we like them and all of that, so that we'll spend money. But I really feel like the Proxy's relationship with Remiel is really good. Like, I do feel like it lacked a bit of build-up. You know, like, there's, like, why does Remiel like us as much as she clearly does at this point, even though we haven't known her that long? But it's also not so sudden, you know? Unfortunately, I have to call her out a little bit here. It's not quite a Shunguang situation. Because in Shunguang's case, it felt like a very sudden jump from, like, we just kind of met again to she loves us more than everyone else in the world. In this case, it's clear that Remiel likes us, and there is a small gap between us meeting her and her liking us that's like, okay, why? But also, after that, it's not like she instantly has maxed out affection points with us or anything, right? She's clearly teasing us, she's kind of messing around with us a little bit, and she's like slowly getting to know us more, you know, and being more genuine with us. That's really nice. I like that, actually. And again, their conversations feel very realistic. It feels like how two friends really would talk to each other. Maybe something more there too.
These are unfamiliar voices.
And I like how that she doesn't actually just agree with everything we say. Oh shit. Oh no. Not the girlfriend.
Molly, this commendation ceremony has far too many steps. My legs are killing me from standing here. And my back itches.
Everyone is watching. Behave.
Belliora, that's her first name. I don't know if I knew her first name.
Please welcome Colonel Mike and Lieutenant Colonel Dan of the Guard of Staves to the stage.
So her name was Belliora Vike.
Oh wait, why are you ahead of me, Belly? Shouldn't this be sorted by surname initials? Why are they using given names instead?
Because it's sorted by rank. A colonel comes before a lieutenant colonel. That makes sense, doesn't it?
These are Remiel's memories? But why am I seeing
By the
them?
way, I love her. I
I'm not
love her
mistaken.
evening dress.
The person beside her is also one of the first generation Void Hunters. A colonel of the Guard of Staves.
I think you can guess
Belliora
why.
Vike. Huh? And this one is...
That is all I wish to add regarding the experiment.
Oh, Sunbringer.
Professor Archie should have already gone over the rest with you.
Relax, Sunbringer. It'll be fine. You and RK have already explained the experiment to us nearly 100 times, each in your own way.
Then can you repeat it back to me, Remiel?
Yeah, Lila knows. But it's also very cute. It was a very cute dress,
Don't
very
worry,
simple.
Sunbringer. I've memorized everything for her. I'll be watching over her during the experiment as well. So, there shouldn't be any problems.
What do you mean, shouldn't? Belly, you're supposed to say it'll definitely be fine.
Simple is cute, yeah.
The Karma Core.
Karma Core, that's a new term.
At the moment, most of our research remains entirely theoretical. As for further resonating with it, Professor Archie's experimental plan remains only theoretically feasible. Beliora, Remiel, before the experiment officially begins, you may
This
still
is the
back out
experiment
at
that
any time.
caused the bite
No
to,
one will hold it against you.
to go all
What are
right
you
in May
talking
on
about,
us.
Sunbringer? Of course someone would hold it against me. If I were to back down out of fear and throw away a chance that might let us conquer the Hollows once and for all, my future self would never forgive me for it.
Sealed within a Void Hunter weapon? A Karma
So do all the
Core?
void weapons have something
What
like
is
that?
I've never heard of it.
Ellie, you've been distracted today. What's on your mind?
Nothing in particular.
Really? Then does that mean you stepped on my feet 3 times in a row on purpose?
Ugh.
Come on, don't be so tense. We don't get to dance together every day. Just try to enjoy
I feel
it,
bad
okay?
for Remiel, dude.
I know what you're thinking. But look
Think
at
of
me.
everything that
I'm
she's
not
been
worried at
through.
all.
The people
Because
she's
I
lost.
know that in tomorrow's experiment, no matter what happens, you'll be right there with me. As you always have.
So that was the day before the experiment even.
Just like always.
Aw, don't do this, man.
I should have noticed sooner.
This is from the video. Oh, no, stop, hold on. There was something like countless shards of memory, like something, and then you're swallowed completely by endless darkness. Now I'm sad. Now I'm sad. Damn it. Oh, okay, we're in one of these scenes.
Am I?
She was my favorite of Void Hunters
You're
in
someone
season 1
else's
trailer.
home, sleeping in someone
Yeah.
else's bed. Please tell me you don't drool in your sleep.
Oh,
Remiel?
Remiel brought us
Wait,
back.
Is this the Enna
Damn, that's a
hideout?
view.
Correct. It looks like you're still in good shape. That whole ordeal didn't scramble your brain.
Okay,
out
wait,
there.
actually, this is done very well, this
Tell me,
scene.
What did
She's
you see?
emoting in real time. They're emoting in 3D models. Wait, hold on.
Now, don't go quiet on me, Miss Price.
This was not the case in 3.0.
Are
By
you
the way, I'm
perhaps
blocking
a
the
little too
subtitles. I'm
bashful to
gonna
speak
move.
up?
Holy
Worried
shit.
You might be mistaken for a peeping Tom. I'll go first then. I saw you, your brother, and those 2 classmates of yours.
Ah,
What
so
were they
she
into
saw
again?
our past as
Trivia
well.
and-
Wait, hold on. This is very well done. This scene. They're emoting. I literally was saying like VN mode feels
right.
better because they emote and like
So that's what
these
happened
cutscenes
between you
didn't,
all.
but I think they've
No
updated
wonder
that.
You were so shaken.
Why were we able to see each other's memories?
That is not a question I can answer for you. After all, I have only experienced it twice myself.
Twice. She's
Twice?
experienced it before.
The previous time
Oh.
was when I retrieved Thaumiel from within you.
Hello,
I was
Karuel.
really
Welcome
caught
to the
off guard,
stream.
too. I had no idea what was happening. It felt like a flood of memories that weren't my own poured into my mind all at once. Though it seems you have no recollection of it whatsoever. Maybe you were already on the verge of losing consciousness then, and felt nothing at all. All right. It seems I am the one who will be mistaken for a voyeur. For the record, I didn't mean to
Thankfully,
pry.
Dodo doesn't have an eye tracker. Oh, you know
Can
it.
you tell me now? What exactly did you see?
I saw you, Colonel Vike, and Lady Sunbringer. You were talking about something called a karma core, and after that...
Not long after that, Belly died. I killed her with my own hands.
Remiel...
I'm sorry, Belle. I know I was the one who brought this up, but I'd rather not talk about it anymore. It's getting late. You should head back to Amber Hall.
What? Where's the voice line for this? The voice line is missing. Game, why did you zoom like that? It was a very meaningful moment. And don't worry, I was paying attention, but I have to agree that I could not help but look at some things. You know? Like, don't worry, I was not distracted. I did pay attention to what was being said. But I may have been looking at things. Can you blame me? Short while later at Remiel's place. What the heck is that? Oh wait, no, wait, what was this again? I forgot what this was. Wait, have we seen this before? Wait, we have!
Does everyone in that covenant of yours have this nasty habit
But I
of
forgot
hunting
what
people
it
like
was.
restless ghosts?
We've seen it before.
Concerned about your mental state, Remiel.
Then this is the worst.
Oh yeah,
possible
Remiel's talked
time
with
to
this thing
appear.
before.
I can
What
only
is it even?
pretend you don't exist if you just stay away.
Sorry.
If you are truly sorry, then disappear. Now. You knew all along that Faith and I would have that strange resonance.
How peculiar.
Hmm.
Does
I'll take
Remiel
your
also
silence as a
have
yes.
the
Yes.
ocular
I
implants?
knew all along that she would have an anomalous resonance with you. The part of you that's already fused with her.
Uh-oh.
But I'm sorry. I did not expect the two of you to see
Fused with the karma core. So Remiel is probably like
Fine.
on the verge
Since you
of
are being so
like she's
sincere,
probably at risk
will
of
forgive you
transformation
this
as well.
So, why did you show up this time? Surely you didn't come all this way just to apologize.
After your previous encounter with Eldrader, I'm sure you realize what the three Sunbringers of Rose Caliph are truly are.
What?
Perhaps. I'm not drawing any
Wait, sorry,
conclusions
hold
here.
on.
I have a fairly good guess.
The way they're saying that.
Sunbringer. She always did have a habit of taking things too far.
What's your plan then?
My plan? Well, how about a short summer vacation here in Rose Caliph for now?
Ramiel, I hate to remind you again, but time is running out.
Though, to be honest,
I wonder
don't think
who
you
that
need to be in
is.
such a hurry. I know that storm you foresaw better than you ever will. And I also know when it will arrive. And before it's finally here, let me rest a while longer. In this city in the sky. Opportunities like this don't come often, so I just want to take one more good look at the ideal city my old friend poured her life's work into building. And at the final gift she left for this world.
Oh, there's some things to process here. Okay, firstly, oh, thank you for the hydration, Kidrell. Okay, there's a couple things to process from that last conversation. Firstly, part of Remiel is already fused with the Karma Core.
I've never seen Remiel look that sad before.
And I would
What really happened
presume
between Remiel, Colonel Vike, and Lady Sunbringer.
that would mean that she is undergoing the same situation as Vike, where they're like transforming into like enchainers, right? Damn it, I have to look at all of this, huh? But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. So it looks like Remiel herself is already at risk, which makes sense. That's probably what, like, I already made this assumption, I already made this theory last time where, like, yeah, she probably sealed her Void Hunter weapon so that she wouldn't, you know, end up in the same situation, but she has retrieved it. You know, she's retrieved it and she's using it again, which means that, you know, she is at risk. Now, on another note, that weird floating thing, or, you know, whoever is behind it, mentioned something about the truth of the 3 Sunbringers. As we know, the Anna gang currently has a theory, or well, they have a belief. It's not really a theory for them. They believe that the 3 Sunbringers currently in control of Earth Caliper are fake. If that thing says that there is an implied truth between the 3 Sunbringers, is the Anna gang correct? And if that's the case, what does that imply? What would be the story then, if Sunbringer didn't actually split herself into 3? If there's some kind of truth behind it, are they evil in some way? That's a little concerning. Alright, Wise, what do you got? Let's continue.
Belle, you're finally back.
Oh yeah, we've probably been gone for a while since we kinda blacked out, huh?
What's wrong? Why do you look so tense?
How could I not be? You suddenly lost contact with Fairy down at the bottom of the retroflux zone. If Remiel hadn't used your phone to let me know you were safe, I was about to grab Billy and Cecilia and go looking for you.
Sorry. That was my fault. I should have let you know.
Yeah, we
first.
probably should have called Wise right away.
How did Remiel know my phone password?
Remiel hacked into our phone!
Who?
All my suspicious anime waifu photos! You explained to Wise what happened after you returned from the bottom floor of the retroflux zone.
You shared each other's memories. Can our ocular implants actually do something like that?
I feel like these ocular implants are just kind of a end-all be-all plot device.
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened before. But Remiel said she saw something similar when she pulled Thamiel out of me. I think Thamiel and my ocular implants must have had some kind of weird reaction.
They were probably both created by Helios.
True. Thamiel was there.
Phone password is Rem is a baddie? Damn, now I have to
Quite
change
some
it.
time with Remiel before, and nothing like this has happened, right?
That's true. Why did it happen then?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like there has to be something else besides the ocular implants and Thamiel.
How about we go ask Lady Dracena the night after tomorrow?
Wait, I thought Dracena was
She's
missing.
overseeing our treatment, so she may know more about this.
The night after tomorrow?
Why then?
Lady Dracena will be hosting a welcome banquet for the guests at the CCD
Huh?
reception hall.
I thought she
She'll receive
disappeared.
invitations as well.
What?
Lady Dracina's hosting it herself. Does that mean the CCD
Huh?
singularity leakage issue has already been
Wait,
resolved?
I thought there was a scene at the end of 3.0 where she like disappeared or something. Am I remembering this wrong?
I heard there's another welcome banquet happening in
That's why she wasn't at the banquet in the beginning.
ESD are hosting it for guests who still haven't been
That's
cleared to land in the
suspicious,
West.
yes.
When I went out this afternoon, I ran into Valina and Norma. It looked like they were already heading to Virium to make preparations.
So there are still guests stuck in Virium. Do you think that person who looked like Sir Pico could really have been...
No, Belle. There's no chance it was him. You know he's already...
Are we going to get even more context of what happened
It's
at
all right.
Helios?
I understand. Seeing Truvia again was bound to stir up old memories. But that's all in the past now. Sir Pico, Helios Academy. They're gone.
Jeez, Wise. How come you look even more upset than I do? Come on. That's enough doom and gloom for one night. Time for bed. We worked way too hard to fix our sleep schedule.
Man, I need to
Let's,
fix my
let's
sleep
get together.
schedule.
You're one to talk. Get some rest. And no playing phone games under the covers.
No promises. Wise leaves.
Before bed, Maybe I should take another look at the data from the retroflux zone. If I'm lucky, I might find something that tells me who the culprit really is.
I feel like Y should be here for this, but okay. You sit in front of the HDD and completely lose track of time. Good job, Belle. Well done. Late at night.
Belle, your light's still on. Are you still working? Belle?
There's a sound? Wait. Don't tell me you hear the vacuum cleaner. I'm gonna... You can? Fudge, dude. This microphone surely is something. I literally have gain turned to the lowest, by the way. Well, almost the lowest. Aww. Oh, what a nice image.
I told her to go to bed early, and yet... What are these papers scattered here?
Notice, these are drafts Master used to analyze the culprit's intentions. Additional notice, Master has been asleep for approximately 30 minutes. Deep sleep is highly probable. Suggestion. Second Assistant, please refrain from any action that may wake Master.
I know, Fairy. She needs some good rest.
Wait, hold on, I'm kind of curious.
I'll handle it from here. That's what the second assistant is for.
Is this image the same for if you're playing Wise? Like, is Wise the one sleeping? Like, is there a different art if Wise is your main MC? Or is it the same image? If it is the same image, then like... Oh, they do switch, okay. I was wondering about that.
Negative. Correction. Second Assistant will complete it under Supreme Assistant's direction.
Alright. I'm counting on you then, Supreme Assistant.
Yeah, you do have Wise as MC,
Fairy,
so I can ask
give
you
me a
about
quick
that
summary
kind of
of
stuff.
everything we've established so far.
Understood. Displaying all current findings and analysis for
Okay, this is kind of nice actually. It's things like this that let you feel like, okay, the MCs are different
Their
characters.
identities are of limited use for further deduction. Finding 2. Whenever the culprit implanted potent ether into each Bangbu victim, he also set a specific activation time and activation
I heard a
location.
bark. Well, actually,
Culprit.
that was a
What
sneeze.
matters is the time and location, not the victims' identities.
Affirmative. Based on current information, the most meaningful data is the time and location of each singularity leakage.
Fairy, can you pull up Airspace Patrol's recent records? Start from when singularity leakages began appearing frequently. I want to see when and where each occurred.
You need to stop pointing it out? Nah, it's fine.
Accessing airspace patrol.
Technically, I need to know if there's other stuff
Fairy,
appearing, right?
Why are you hacking into Airspace Patrol's intranet? How do we even explain this if they catch us? Just stick to the public records.
Yeah, Fairy needs to just stop hacking into... Uh-oh.
Intrusion and
Whoops.
search processes
Well,
complete.
guess we're criminals again.
A complete schematic has been generated for Second Assistant, with all singularity leakage times and locations marked.
So these circles mark where each singularity leakage appeared, right? The energy hub, the retroflux zone, the CCD. Well, looking at the map, they appear to be randomly scattered
Is this a
around the
vertical
west-
map or a top-down map? It
Right.
looks so weird.
I remember now. Even after a singularity leakage disappears, there's still a window where it can be reactivated.
Affirmative. Such events exist in archived records.
Fairy, could you mark the locations of these reactivated singularity leakages as well?
Top-down.
Understood. Corresponding locations have been added to the map for Second Assistant.
So that's the hub. Oh, okay, now I see it.
Positions
Gotcha.
changed a lot. No wonder it took so long for Lady Dracena to deal with the CCD's singularity leakage problem. Fairy, what's the significance of these overlapping areas?
Answer. These indicate multiple singularity leakages occurring in close proximity, both in time and location. Analysis. Under these conditions, multiple singularity leakages interact, causing the affected area in real space to expand accordingly.
So what you're saying is, multiple singularity leakages that appear at the same time and place can overlap. Wait, does that mean...
What does that mean?
Fairy, can you reorganize this data again? I want to pinpoint when and where these singularity leakages came closest to overlapping.
Understood. Generating new analysis results for Second Assistant.
Oh, well,
This is it. This has to be it.
What does that mean, though?
How long was I out for? Fairy, I said wake me up after a bit. Wise? What are you doing here?
That's not important. Fairy and I have figured out the culprit's true intent in creating singularity leakages.
Alright, don't leave me in the dark. I'm not smart enough to figure this out.
This is the location of the singularity leakage the culprit created last week. 3 days after we rescued Toby. All the singularity leakages overlap with one another, and the affected area stretches from the edge of Scommel Hollow all the way to Buastrum's main urban district.
That seems like a disaster waiting to happen.
Culprit could use this method to move something from Scommel Hollow to Buastrum. Wait, Gerta Blulu?
Yeah, I think so too. The culprit's real objective is
But
likely
why?
to move Gerta Blulu into
If you just
Buastrum's
wanted to
urban
cause
district.
chaos, there's definitely better ways of doing it.
It was clearly attracted to singularity leakages.
Yeah, what happens after that?
But what happens after that? Once Gerta Blulu is inside Buastrum's urban district, then what? And besides, if it's really inside the singularity leakages in Buastrum right now, why hasn't anyone spotted it yet?
Looks like we'll have to follow the trail of singularity leakages and investigate on site.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Once it's daylight, Billy, Cecilia, and I will head to the energy hub. Maybe we can follow whatever traces are left and find a new lead.
Honestly, we need Billy and Cecilia back in the story, yo. Remiel is great, but we need our entourage.
I don't think I slept very well. Whatever. I should head downstairs and find Billy and the others first.
There they are. Hello, friends. Man, Cecilia's actually kind of short, thinking about it. Is she shorter than us? Huh.
Belle, there you are. Weiss already told us everything.
She is. She's actually a little shorter than Vel. What the heck?
Found a clue on the culprit in no time at all.
I did not expect that, actually. I probably should have,
Alright,
after
time
how
to
long she's been
investigate
around.
We'll start at the energy hub and follow the singularity leakages one by one until we track down either the culprit or Gerta Blulu.
Right. Fairy and I will stay here and provide remote support, as always. Belle, if you end up running into the culprit or Gerta Blulu, your safety comes first. Don't take any unnecessary risks.
Don't worry, Wise. I'll be extra careful. Promise.
That's what you always say, Vel.
Manager too.
Yeah, don't worry, Wise. If anything goes wrong, I'll grab Belle and make a run for it. Oh, sorry, Billy. You're on your own, buddy.
Of course.
No problem. A starlight night always.
The hair difference is big. I guess so. True. The hair rendering style is different.
Come on, don't say stuff like that. It's bad luck. Anyway, it's getting late. Let's go.
You then head to the energy hub with Billy and Cecilia. Following the path where singularity leakages appeared, you make your way deeper into the energy hub. Eventually, you arrive in front of a strange fissure. This should be the end of the path. You carefully... This is new, this is different. You carefully step inside, only to find yourselves facing...
Well, we're here. Stay sharp, and if things go south, just run. Huh? Well, where are we? Did we end up back in Buastrum?
It looks like an office.
I think I've seen this place before.
This place feels really...
Wait, this is Dracine's office! Right, there was a hollow thing, like a thing appearing in her office. That's why we thought she disappeared. What?
Lady Dracina's office? So Gerta Blulu came all the
Wait,
way
hold
here
on. This is kind of
straight
suspicious.
into a trap? But Lady Dracina never mentioned anything like that.
This is very suspicious. What?
This is so strange. We expected the singularity leakage trail to lead into Buastrum. But why Lady Dracina's office of all places? Wait! Footsteps outside! Hide! Now!
What's happening? Before you can start to hide, the office door opens. Oh no.
You startled me.
What? She is
What
here.
here?
Wait, so she didn't disappear then?
Belle! You explain.
So she didn't disappear. So that little scene at the end of 3.0 was not like Dresine disappearing or something. Okay, You tell Lady Dresine what you discovered so far and how you arrived here from the energy hub.
I see. A path formed by singularity leakages? I really hadn't considered that possibility before. If your speculation is correct, then Goethe Blulu is most likely hiding among the singularity.
No, I don't
leakages in the
believe this. I feel like Dresine knows something now.
And if that's the case, then it all makes
It
sense.
feels like she knows something. Something's off.
Huh? Lady Dresina? Do you have any other clues?
But then it's...
Well, you see, a few nights ago...
Okay, yeah,
a
so that's what
singularity
happened.
leakage appeared near my office. Considering that, together with your deductions, the target of both the culprit and Goethe Blulu is most likely...
Her? She's the target?
Belle, could I ask these two to step outside for a moment? After all, their identities... Huh? It's okay, Lady Dresina. We're all friends here. There won't be any trouble.
Yeah, these are my boys. They stay.
This concerns Rose Califer's highest level secrets. The fewer people who know, the better. Especially considering who these two are. A new Eridu public security officer and
Hey, you can't be calling my high-powered robot vacuum that.
Unemployed freeloader is a little harsh, Lady Dresina.
Oh, I get it. It's the kind of top secret stuff where knowing too much means trouble, right? Maybe even getting silenced permanently. Yeah, more or less. It's a bit complicated, so Belle and I will need some time to talk. Cecilia and Belle,
Wait, no. No. I don't believe you. That's suspicious. Why can't they just wait outside for me? They could very easily just wait outside the room for me. Why do they have to go home? Why would... no, I don't like this. No. Dresine, you'd better not be hiding something. I did not suspect any of the Sunbringers of foul play before all of this, and all of a sudden you are looking very suspicious.
right away, no problem, Lady Dresina. Me and this robot vet.
No, Cecilia, don't go. Stay.
Already stopped listening.
I need my snake girl. Cecilia hurries away with Billy in tow. Something feels off. You're right, Belle. You're right.
Something feels off somehow. Why am I being treated differently from Cecilia and Billy? Is it something about my identity? Why would Lady Dresina send
Oh,
me
I don't
away?
like this. I don't like this.
Should I
Something's
call Billy
wrong.
and Cecilia back here?
No, yeah, call them back. Call them back. Ask them to at least wait outside.
Belle?
They could easily do that if they don't have to listen. Just let them wait outside.
Come here, Belle. I'll tell you what happened.
No, why do we have to come closer? Oh, there's a comic strip. No, this is not good.
Ether presence in the air. The source seems to be somewhere around.
Oh no. Why is it a comic strip? I don't like this. That's not a good sign. Oh no, alright.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I can still feel a faint trace of ether in this room. Aside from the residual ether, these documents were scattered across the floor at the time. Lady Dresina, do these documents have
Why the heck
something to
wouldn't
do
you
with
clean
what
that
happened?
up?
Compare them with what you have found. Once you read them, you will understand. CCD facility renovation plans.
Why is she
Mail
standing
transfer
so
records,
ominously?
metadata, daily reports. These don't really have anything in common, do they?
Dude, she's so ominously standing above us, and she's literally tiny.
What's going on? My eyes just... Huh? Wait, that ethereal broke in here days ago. So why is there still ether residue?
Because it's still here, Belle. It's still here!
Ether isn't coming from in front of me.
It's her!
Feels more like...
What? Wait, what? What does that mean? So is this actually Dracine? Is there an Ethereal posing as her? There's no way she could have been an Ethereal the whole time. We would have known. What?
behind me.
Uh-oh. What the fudge? What the fudge? What the fuck?
I knew it. You're not Lady
It's
Dracina.
not her.
What the heck are you?
So she is missing. She did go missing.
Lady Dracina.
I knew it. She wasn't an Ethereal the whole time. Someone's disguised as her. The real one did go missing when the portal opened a while ago. Truvia, why are you here?
I'm Truvia from High Ambitions Corp. I'm here for our appointment.
This is not a good time. This is not a good time, Truvia. I get the feeling you are not part of this.
Truvia, run!
Oh, what the fudge? What? What the what? What the what? What? Huh? Blood in my gacha game. Not new, surprisingly, for ZZZ. What the fudge? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? I'm gonna screenshot this and I'm gonna post it on Twitter because this is a very... What the fudge? What? I'm sorry? How? What? How? What? How? This went... This did not go the way I thought it would.
Truvia!
What? She's not dead? Surely she's not dead. They wouldn't give her a 3D model to kill her like that.
No, no, no!
What the fudge?
Move now.
What? Who's saying that? Is that Pyrois? Did Pyrois say that? I don't remember Pyrois sounding like that. I assume that's what... yeah, that was Pyrois. What? Who is that? What is that? There is a fake Sunbringer in play. Inside the CCD, a piercing alarm sounds again and again.
Lady Dracina, are you unharmed? We received
Oh,
word of
no.
something inside the CCD. Is that Miss Truvia? How did this...
She's not gonna frame this on us, is she? She's gonna frame this on us, isn't it? There's two ways this could go. She frames it on a random material appearing and says that we were never here, or she frames it on us.
Secret? Oh, thank goodness, just in time. Hurry, help me stop the bleeding.
My
Yes,
god.
Lady Dracina.
This is my fault. I shouldn't have left her.
Oh, she's pinning it on us. Of course she is.
Belle? Lady Dracina, forgive my boldness, but do you mean...
Sigrid, you can't believe her, Sigrid.
Miss Truvia?
You can't believe her.
Yes, that's what happened. What I mean is, I never realized there was such a deep animosity between Belle and Truvia. But I believe Belle must have acted on impulse. She would never do this.
Of course we're getting framed.
In any case, our first priority is to find Belle and get to the bottom of this. She just fled. Lindvern isn't here, so can I count on you to handle this, Secret? Secret, is something troubling you?
Come on, Sigrid, I need your intuition to lock in right now.
My apologies, Lady Dracina. I will find Belle at once and bring her back to you.
Good. I'll leave that to you, Secret. And about tonight? Keep it quiet for now. We don't want our guests who've just arrived to feel any unnecessary...
Something's... like, I trust Sigrid. I think she will feel that something is off. Because I do feel like this is not how Dracine would act normally, you know? She has to sense something.
Yes, Lady Dracina.
Go, Secret. Go fulfill your duty.
Who is that?
Find her, arrest her, and then bring her back to me.
Damn, that's some good VA. Who is that? Meanwhile, somewhere in the city of the skies.
Pyrois! Why? Why did you pull me back? Truvia, she was right there. Why wouldn't you let me save her?
Because she's beyond saving.
Damn, Pyrois.
Huh?
Her wounds were clearly fatal. There was no way to save her. And that thing that appeared like Sunbringer, we cannot face it on our own.
Damn, Pyrois thinks it's too strong?
Pyrois? You're supposed to be powerful, Pyrois! So why? Why didn't you use that power to save her?
Surely she's not dead.
Are you sure? Do you really want to see the rest of Rose Califer buried alongside your old classmate?
Damn, Pyrois, you don't have to be so direct, but...
Acting on impulse won't save her. And it won't help you either. Take some time to clear your head in the rain before that thing finds you.
Thank you, Pyrois.
Do what only you can do. What you have to do.
Something only I can do. But right now, I can't do anything.
The voice is different for Belle and Wise? Oh, really? I was wondering if they intentionally kept it kind of like... Oh, Reviel!
Like a mess.
Oh, she's protecting us from the rain.
This.
Reviel! Shit has happened to us,
The
Reviel.
airspace patrol alarms have been going off non-stop. So I had to check, didn't I? They could be looking for their
I guess that's true, she is wanted.
So, how did you manage to end up in such a mess? Alright. If you don't want to talk, fine. But don't stand out here in the rain, okay? You'll catch a cold. And if you don't want to go home... Oh, right.
Damn, what does Wise think about this situation? How do we keep finding ourselves in these places?
Why not come to my place for a while? At least I can give you somewhere to sleep.
Billy and Cecilia are gonna be worried sick considering they left
If you
us
don't
here.
answer, then I'll take your silence as a yes.
Still dazed, you let Remiel bring you back to her place at the Anna gang's hideout. Well, this went to shit real fast, everyone. Truvia's not dead, shit. You know, a lot of people were having theories that Truvia and Storyteller were the same person. I mean, this could be a way to transition into that, maybe, but I'm still not too sure if that's really the case. Damn, I was not expecting that to happen. Was that intended? Probably not, right? Like, I get the I don't know. Pyrois is just their conscious, that's why the voices are different? I guess so. But like, I always thought that Pyrois very intentionally seemed to have kind of an in-between voice, like, you know, neither clearly male nor female, so I thought that it was probably the same voice for both, you know, so they could easily use the same voice, but if you say that it is different, then, okay. It's a nice touch? Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. Sit anywhere you like. Just, not the bed. Wet bedding is such a pain to deal with.
By the way, might I say, I really love the little Bang Boo plushies that she's got going in here. It's a nice little setup she's got, despite everything. Damn. Look at that. Okay, that's terrifying. My god. But look at that. Hi, Reviel. Shit has happened.
Here's a towel. You should dry yourself off. If you've got the strength, you can take a hot shower, too. There's a makeshift bathroom.
Wow, the
there.
Bang Boo really made everything.
They built it for me. Okay, fine. If you don't want to move, I'll dry you off myself.
Why? Why did you bring me here?
Hey, shouldn't you thank me first, Miss Soaked to the Bone?
Thanks, Remiel.
Since when did you become
Oh, I love
so
these two.
big?
I love Ramiel and her interactions with us,
If
man.
you really want to show your thanks,
It feels so genuine.
it's your turn.
It's so genuine the way Ramiel hands over another clean towel as she speaks. Like it's like compared to, like, I loved all the agents in ZZZ. I think they're all great, but Ramiel really, like, I feel like they really upped the writing with Ramiel, you know. She just really feels close to us. My turn to do what?
My turn? To do what?
Your turn to dry my wings for me, of course.
Damn. How many
Your
people would
spots
want to
I
do
manage
that?
on my own. Hey, what's with that look? I've already dried you off. Now it's your turn to return the favor.
Okay.
You switch places with Ramiel and sit behind her. So this is what a winged tyrant's wings feel like.
You know,
Whoa! Whoa!
I've never liked rainy days.
Whoa! Whoa! Damn that art! That is beautiful! What the fudge?
The rain always leaves my wings soaked and heavy. Shake as I might, I can never quite dry them.
I see.
The same goes for taking a shower. Though at least I can manage to keep my wings from getting too
I guess
wet.
that makes sense.
Wet wings must feel really uncomfortable, right?
Yes. Honestly, it's miserable. And such a hassle to manage. A hairdryer is useless. Too hot and I start shedding.
You shed?
Cold and I catch a chill. But I can't just wait for them to air dry. It takes forever, and I'm way too impatient for that. Besides, it leaves this strange smell that I can never wash
dude.
out. So, the best solution is a slow towel dry like this. But
You can tell from the way she's describing it that she really doesn't like her wings getting wet. And from what I can hear, yeah, it makes sense. Seems like a real pain to deal with. And she still shielded us from the rain with them. Actual wife material. What the fudge, dude? This is how you sell a character.
before, if I got caught in the rain, I'd sneak onto Belly's bed and roll
Wow,
around, drying
that's
my
cute.
wings on her sheets.
Huh? Wait, hold up. How on earth could you just barge into someone else's bed? Wouldn't she be furious?
It was fine as long as I didn't get caught. Though, of course, whenever Belly did notice me, she was absolutely furious. And no matter how angry she was, in the end, she'd always do just what you're doing now. Slowly drying the spots that were still damp. Belle, do you know what New Eridu's records say about what became of Belly and me?
I remember something about an operation called the Day of Silence. You and Colonel Vike were involved in an accident, and then both died in the line of duty.
Yes, died in the line of duty. Such a noble, dignified phrase. Though, in a sense, it isn't entirely wrong. After all, for us Void Hunters, our first and only duty was to
really?
suppress the karma core inside our weapons.
That's the first.
The karma core?
Then just don't make them?
Void Hunter's weapons?
If it's that dangerous, then just don't?
Remember the enchainer I mentioned before? What truly sets them apart from ordinary ethereals is a special core known as a karma core, found only within an enchainer. According to RK, a karma core differs from an ordinary ether core. It doesn't form naturally.
Oh
It is
damn.
something made directly by the creator.
By the
The
creator
creator made the
themselves.
karma cores, a power capable of rewriting the laws within Hollows, and used them as the cores to create the enchainers of the Great Hollows. That's the gist of it, at least. Back then, after a long and bitter struggle, we finally were able to bring down one of the Enchainers. But the Karma Core itself could not be destroyed. RK and Sunbringer, they wanted to eliminate the threat posed by the Karma Core once and for all, while allowing humanity to harness the power within it. In the end, they found a way to seal the Karma Core within porcelain.
You know what? This kind of reminds me of the Honkai Impact a little bit, like the hearses, you know? I feel like there's a similarity.
The power inside Void Hunter weapons actually comes from the creator?
Yes, which is exactly why there are so many side effects. At the time, we were naive enough to believe that if we could truly master that power, humanity might finally overcome the Hollows once and for all. So, when RK and Sunbringer proposed the plan, we never doubted it for a moment.
Lady Sunbringer and Professor RK's plan?
I don't remember who Professor RK is, I'm gonna be honest.
Project Sunseeker. I'll never forget that accursed name for as long as I live. Simply put, it was an experiment that used vast quantities of porcelloi as a medium to partially fuse
Oh my
us
god,
Void
dude,
Hunters
why?
with the Karma Core
Of
seal.
course it is.
They fused you with a Karma Core? Then that means...
It meant we'd become artificial enchainers. No more enduring the costs of wielding Void Hunter weapons, and perhaps even achieving a stronger form to defend New Eridu. Looking back, I can hardly believe I fell for RK's lies so easily.
So, it was in that experiment when you and Colonel Vike...
Yes. Belly and I were the final participants.
Final? What happened to those before?
The final test subjects. Looking back, I wonder if Belly already knew the truth behind RK and Sunbringer's plan. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have insisted on coming along. She's never been one to enjoy the spotlight. If only I'd realized what she was thinking sooner.
Ramiel...
RK was extremely meticulous, always laying out careful, detailed plans. So, I can't say if the Karma Core losing control during the experiment was truly an accident, or if it was his cleverly disguised plan all along. But, whatever the truth, it ended with the Karma Core spiraling out of control and Belly becoming a new Enchainer. As for me, I partially fused with the Karma Core inside
She's half
Belly,
Enchainer
becoming what I am
herself.
now. A monster. Half human, half Enchainer. Maybe, deep down, I'm just not ready to give up my life so easily. In the final moment, Thaumiel's power of controlling temporal patterns froze me in a state of near suspended animation. I didn't fully awaken from the seal and persona.
That's where she's been. She hasn't been alive the whole time.
The power of temporal patterns.
She's been frozen.
Right. Remember my feathers? The ones that can pin you in place? That's an example. The Karma Core sealed within Thaumiel holds the power to halt the flow of time. And because I partially fused with the Karma Core, even without Thaumiel, I can replicate a similar effect on a smaller scale. But that little bit of power isn't nearly enough to take on those 3 Sunbringers. That's why I had to reclaim Thaumiel. Even if it accelerates my path to becoming an Enchainer, I still have to...
Ramiel falls silent for a moment. She still has her back to you, but somehow you can picture the sadness and loneliness on her face. Just like the expression you're wearing right now.
Never mind. Enough about me. Why am I even telling you all of this?
Fudge, man.
Still, now that I've told you so much.
A white wing suddenly sweeps in front of you. Remiel turns to face you, wearing the same faintly enigmatic smile as always.
It's your turn.
Dude, that was such a good scene, dude. Like, I don't know what it was about. Like, the thing is, I've always felt like gacha games had a tendency to lore dump through text, rather, you know, like tell instead of show. I feel like that's an issue a lot of gacha games have always had. And I feel like ZZZ has always been better at doing it, but you can tell that there's a lot of scenes where characters are just kind of explaining things too. And that was definitely one of them, but it felt so well done for some reason. I guess it really kind of rends the emotions a bit, you know, the music, and then honestly the artwork is very good. It felt very personal, you know? Like you can actually see that moment happening of Remiel just kind of like telling us about her past while we're drying her wings and all that. It's a moment of vulnerability that we haven't really had with her, which is like so good, man. Even though it really was just a static image with text. The VA also doing a lot of heavy lifting for sure. Man. So that explains a lot of my questions as well. I was like wondering, hey, if Remiel has been alive for like 100 years, where has she been, you know? Why did she only come to find answers from Sunbringer now? It's because she actually was just frozen in time the entire time. And that also explains why she didn't like convert into an enchainer at any point. It's not because she sealed Tamiel, it's because she just actually was sealed herself in a way. You know, like she was actually frozen until like the past year. And that's why she only just recently went to Sunbringer for answers. That's why the grudge still feels fresh despite it having happened so long ago. Damn. I'm so glad I rolled Remiel. Such a good character, dude. I already liked her a lot just based on the way she interacted with us, but the thing is, she feels believable, you know? She really feels real. Like, obviously there's a little bit of, you know, anime aesthetics going on, but she's great. She's good.
Huh? My turn again. Wait, to do what?
Even if you didn't roll then, you definitely would have rolled now, yes.
Let's call it another
Absolutely.
round of our little Q&A game. You didn't actually ask, but I had a feeling you'd want to know. So I
already liked her even when she showed up for the first time, all enigmatic and teasing. And now... very good. Very well written character. I kind of wish more characters were written like this. It's clear that she was given more attention as like a void hunter and like a main push character for ZZZ.
But once you say certain
More of this would like
they don't weigh
get
on
me
quite as
so
much
much, dude.
Or perhaps you'd like a little help getting started? Let me think.
Serpico and Truvia.
Okay, MC lore. Lock in, boyos.
They came from a prominent background. They were the adopted children of Masyant, the head of High Ambitions Corp. On top of that, they were excellent students. It didn't take long for them to become the top
Wouldn't
of the
be good for the
academy.
wallet though, yeah.
Studying under Miss Carroll at the time. And before long, we became close friends. Back then, we were full of big dreams. We wanted to fully understand the Hollows, maybe even conquer all 6 Great Hollows, or as our teachers like to put it, seize the sun called Helios. Later, because the 4 of us had the top grades, we became the only 4 people ever to have smart ocular implants. Then, during a performance test for the implants, I lost control. Serpico, he died because of me.
That's why Truvia and Serpico were
When
close.
I
They
finally
were
woke up in the
adoptive
hospital,
siblings.
I learned that Truvia had been taken away by people from High Ambitions the day after the incident. The next time I saw her was during the fall of the old capital.
Yeah,
she
this
was
scene.
with one of High Ambition's rescue teams. To be honest, I never imagined we'd meet again like that. Wise and I were both badly injured at the time, but we still wanted to go back to the ruins of Helios, and save as many people as we could. We begged Truvia for High Ambition's help. We were willing to guide them through the hollows, willing to do whatever they asked of us, but she refused, without a moment's hesitation. What happened after that is kind of a blur. But on that day, no one made it out of Helios alive, except Wise and me. Then, in Rose Califer, I saw Truvia again. We talked about the past, but the way she spoke about it felt like she was talking about someone else's life. I don't know how to face her. And ever since then, no matter what I do, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. That gaze. I don't know whether it was Truvia's, or Serpico's, or...
Perhaps it was your own. The you from the past. The one who kept thinking, if only I'd done something sooner. The one who never managed to forgive themselves. Making peace with the past
Fudge, dude.
isn't easy. And sometimes, you don't get the chance at all.
Yeah.
Remiel is speaking that to us and herself.
Truvia. She was killed by Dracena. By that thing pretending to be Dracena.
Something pretending to be Dracena? Belle,
Yeah,
what
we
exactly
haven't
happened
exactly
before I
filled
found you?
Remiel in on that part.
Will you tell me?
You tell Remiel everything that happened inside the CCD.
I see. So that means Dracena, the youngest of the Sunbringers, had already... No. Judging from the timeline and the outcome, perhaps not yet.
So Remiel does know something. Suddenly a commotion erupts outside. Hurried bamboo footsteps and frantic shouting echo through the area.
Huh? What's going on out there?
I'm not sure. Let's go find out.
What's happening?
Forgive me.
Oh, what the fudge, Sigrid?
Is that...
What do you mean? How are you here? Oh, well, this is not ideal. Alright. Hi, Sigrid. How are you? Lady Sigrid, please don't come any closer. There's nothing here.
I am afraid I cannot comply. I know Miss Belle is here.
How?
And I have come to take her back. Please do not stand in the way of my duty.
How did you even get down here? What the fuck?
Secret. She won't be easy to fool. Belle, hide for now. I'll think of
Remiel, you are also wanted, remember?
Belle? What are you doing?
Hi, Sigrid.
Sigrid, leave them out of this. I'm right here.
Thank you for your understanding and cooperation, Miss Belle.
But... I'm sorry. I can't go back with you.
You came out on your own? And Lady Remiel too? No, hurry and hide. This person's dangerous. Griff is kind of correct.
Well, since Belle has already stepped out into the open, I suppose there's little point in my remaining hidden. This would be our first proper face-to-face meeting, would it not? Deputy Director of Airspace Patrol.
Remiel. Now that is an unexpected development. Miss Belle, Lady Dracena has ordered a search for you. But our only aim is to uncover the truth of what happened inside the CCD. So please, come back with me. As for this fugitive wanted for the attempted assassination of Lady Eldrada...
Just so we're clear, if you decide to make a move here...
Oh damn, Remiel.
You'll be the only one who dies.
Wow, that's a straight up threat. Didn't expect that, but also... I would like to say go girl, but also no. I think Sigrid is okay.
How can you be so sure before you actually try?
Oh damn, not you too, Sigrid.
I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I am a fugitive after all. Hardly a saint to begin with. But are you really willing to die like this? As a puppet controlled by that monster without ever learning the truth?
Then speak plainly. I have no patience for riddles.
She's willing to listen, though. We appreciate that.
Very well. You really do take all the fun out of it, don't you?
Sigrid is ironically strong. Yeah, that's what we've heard. I remember hearing that, like, Lindvern will constantly say that she is Void Hunter level, but the game itself has never actually recognized her as Void Hunter level the same way they did for Yixuan, so it's kind of hard to say, you know, because it feels like Lindvern's character probably is prone to exaggerating things as well. She's definitely strong, but Void Hunter level, you know, that's the thing.
The Sunbringer inside the CCD was Gerta Blulu in disguise.
Gerta Blulu can do that? He can do that? So it's not just like a random person or a different material, it's just fucking Gerta Blulu himself? So he did kidnap Sunbringer and he's just taking her place? How? Can he transform? Is that her body? You know? Looks like Belle wasn't aware either.
What did you say?
That's a good response, Sigrid. I think that's how someone should react in this situation. Hold on, I feel like my PC is lagging a little bit. PC is pretty hot. But not hot out of the ordinary. It does look a bit laggy, yeah. Hold on. Should I let it like try settling for a moment? Because it is definitely lagging. It's very laggy. What the heck is going on? It just randomly started lagging. Can you still hear me okay? Just the— oh, I'm fine. The game is not fine. Am I? Am I moving okay? Because I see myself as lagging, but that could just be because OBS is on a second screen. I'm fine. Okay, let's see if the game is...
I expected that reaction from Sigrid, but you too, Belle? I thought you'd figured it out already.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna stop my OBS preview to save on resources a little bit. Lag a little bit, but so much less from the game. But it wasn't lagging before this. What happened? What suddenly happened? I can't exactly just leave the cutscene now. Okay, hold on. We're gonna finish this cutscene, and then maybe I'll need to restart ZZZ.
How did you even come to that conclusion? I know it definitely wasn't Lady
The
Dracula.
game is also in shock, yeah.
There's no way.
That is quite a story you've come up with, Remiel.
Oh? I was expecting something more along the lines of, how dare you slander Lady Dracina? Followed by you
I love
trying to
Remiel's
justify
like
your
voice acting
I was
herself.
quite prepared for that. Or could it be you've suspected all along?
Yeah, I had a feeling that Sigrid may have suspected something.
Might not be the real one.
What makes you so certain that it was Gerta Blulu?
Intuition, perhaps. Of course, there was also my.
Let me know if it's still like lagging or anything, yeah? Because unfortunately I can't really see it myself.
They followed the trail of singularity leakage through the energy hub, yet somehow ended up in Dracina's office. Then the false Dracina showed up, sent Billy and Cecilia away, began mutating into an ethereal, and attempted to silence Belle for good. That's when Truvia arrived. She saw through the imposter's disguise.
I don't know if she saw through anything. She kind of got stabbed really quickly.
Secret. Dracena ordered you to bring Belle back to the CCD and uncover the truth. Have I got that right?
Yeah. Sigrid, I know it's hard to believe, but that's what I saw with my own eyes.
I did receive orders from Lady Dracena. But what does that prove?
Let's put it this way, Sigrid. Before you arrived, based solely on Belle's description, I assumed Lady Dracena's karma core had
wait,
gone out of
Sunbringer
control
has a
and
karma
turned her
core
into an enchainer.
too?
But from what we've seen before, if that were the case, there is no way she could have retained her human consciousness, much less continued issuing orders to you. With that possibility ruled out, and considering Belle's discovery of the singularity leakages, along with the recent appearance of multiple enchainer larvae, it is entirely possible that either Gertablulu or Bashmu entered the CCD through the singularity leakage, and
So it
karma
is
core
her. So it
became
is her
partially
body.
fused with
She's just
Dracena.
fused.
How could that even be possible?
She has a Void Hunter weapon, so yes.
It seems you have at least a basic understanding of enchainers and karma cores. Good. That
Is the
saves
game
me
still
further
lagging, by the way?
explanation. I can't say how Sunbringer managed it, but the most likely explanation is that she divided her karma core into 3 parts and
Okay.
entrusted them to the
So the
3
three
ladies you see
Sunbringers
today.
are
That
probably
would also
real.
explain why Gertablulu and Bashmu appeared at roughly the same time. Then again,
It's
there may
better
be a
now?
3rd
Okay.
enchainer larva out there that we
That's
still
so weird
haven't
though. Why did that
discovered.
suddenly happen?
As for why
Was
I
the
think it
game
was
actually
Bashmu,
just shocked?
well, that's the easy part. Bashmu is enormous. Had it appeared in Buastrum, it couldn't possibly have gone unnoticed. So, either it was Gertablulu or a 3rd enchainer larva we haven't discovered
Still lacking
yet.
a bit here and there.
Attacked
Okay.
Lady Dracena.
After this cutscene, I'll close ZZZ, let the PC rest a little bit, and then start it up again.
Otherwise, there would have been no reason to keep impersonating her. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like, 2 people fighting over the same controller. Dracena's consciousness and Gertablulu's consciousness coexist in the same body, competing for control of both the body and the karma core. Judging by the current situation, it seems Gertablulu has the upper hand.
That is still nothing more than speculation. And if Miss Bell deceived you, then none of your conclusions would hold.
It's true. I have no way of proving that I wasn't lying.
It's all right, Belle. I believe you. And I believe everything you
Remiel,
told
I
me.
love you.
Remember the rules of our little Q&A game. You don't have to tell the whole truth, but no one is allowed to lie. And besides, Sigrid, you've heard us out this much already. I'd say that means there's still room for us to talk. Wouldn't you agree?
What is it you want to talk about?
Why, how to get that poor little Sunbringer out of her current predicament, of course.
But the thing is, even if Sigrid, like, say, believes us, why would she believe Remiel, who is
There's too many
supposedly an assassin?
We should speak inside.
Okay, how is the game looking when we're here in the
I
lobby?
never would have thought you would be hiding here.
Like, is it still laggy when we're out here?
And here I thought you would let me go on purpose.
It's not lagging now. It was actually just a cutscene? Should I continue like this, or should we like close ZZZ for a bit to let the PC chill? Man, my PC definitely having some difficulties. We were live for 2 hours, yep. But like, we've streamed ZZZ longer than that before without much problem. Well, I guess we'll play it safe. Let's play it safe. Yes, we'll pause the story. Let's play it safe. We'll close ZZZ for a short while. I feel like I am going to get to the point eventually where I may have to consider upgrading my PC. But at the same time, prices these days are not exactly in the state for doing that easily. I'll just close ZZZ for now, go back to us real quick. Alright, we'll let the PC chill out for a little while. Speaking about upgrading PC, Toast recently did his. What did he upgrade? I don't know, I feel like it would be kind of pricey for me to try and upgrade my PC, but at the same time, it feels like something I might need to do. And I feel like we have reached a point where there's not a lot of reason for me to hope and wait for prices to go down, since it doesn't seem like that's going to be happening anytime soon. Everything, apparently. It looks cool. Wow. Everything. That's insane. How much did that cost him? Wait, if you're just upgrading everything, is it even the same PC anymore? RGB lights and all, huh? Curious, curious. You didn't ask. Alright, I see. Well, on another note, did you see it? I think you did, right? You saw this video I sent in chat the other day, this music animation from K-Comda. I love K-Comda, they have really, really cute animations. I've been watching them since their Genshin Impact animations and all that. They included Vivian, which made me very happy. Is it upgrading or just switching? Yeah, right? You know what we need to do? We need to have apparently we need to have Panaflex. But yeah, I don't know. How long have I had my PC at this point? What we need is to have like this little Vivian animation. Honestly, I love this little Vivian animation so much. She's so cute. You know? Like the teeny Vivians. So cute. Look at her. Look at her go. And we got Cecilia and Remiel as well. Cecilia's just gorging herself. I love this animation of Vivian holding the heart. I don't know why. It's just very like it's very endearing to me. What's Panaflex? It's Panadol. It's paracetamol basically. They haven't really been posting as much. Last time they used to post very often, K-Conda, but nowadays they work on like bigger, longer animations. So they're not able to post as often. Back then they used to make very like short and simple animations. I still remember watching them all in the past. Look at all this. Ah, yeah, the fudging. That's where they got their first like that's where they got popular. The fudging pork cooking video. Yeah, I remember that. It was actually such a sad video. They're active on shorts. Ah. But yeah, I remember I used to watch all of their like Genshin videos back in the day because they were so cute, you know, so fun. And they do some ZZZ stuff now too, which is nice. But yeah, my PC, my poor PC. As the years pass by and games become more demanding, PC also needs upgrading. And in the past that wouldn't be too big of a deal, but nowadays prices for parts are expensive. and therefore things become more difficult. And not watching the Genshin ones? You don't watch the Genshin ones? Well, nowadays I don't watch the Genshin ones anymore because I haven't really been keeping up. As you can see, I still watch all of the ZZZ ones though. I guess I could reach out to like some PC shop and see what would be my options in terms of like upgrading and so on. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, look, there I am. I've only seen the most recent one in Yuzu Alice. Yeah, honestly, there's been a lot of animations recently. I think Hoyo Fest just dropped, so I think a lot of the videos are like now showing up on YouTube. You know, like we could see this sort of stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Here's my YouTube. I didn't really have a plan for what to do while we let our PC cool down a little bit. Because I was just planning to continue with ZZZ. But now if we need to just like not do anything for a while. Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what we can do? Grids! The ZZZ grid! I was waiting until like a more proper time to do the ZZZ grid. This is probably a good time to do it. Which one? Where's the one that you used? I think you might need to send me the link to the one you used. Because there's a lot of different ones, as we know. Hoyo First Games? Is it this? About Me Zenless Zone Zero? Or Zenless Zone Zero waifu list? There are different ones. I assume this one. It's got like 57k. I don't know what this means. I guess 57k plays. Should probably be this one. About Me. All right. Yeah. Okay, we got some interesting categories here. Waifu list is female tropes you like. Oh, well, maybe we can try doing that as well later if we want to. But yeah, so let's do this About Me ZZZ grid. Definitely my favorite gacha game right now. So I think there will definitely be things to talk about a little bit while we wait for ZZZ to chill out a little bit since PC started acting up. But okay, so favorite agent, very simple. we all know the answer to favorite agent. It is Vivian. I love Vivian. Vivian is great. I feel like I want to talk a little bit. I want to take this chance to talk a little bit about Vivian and why I really like Vivian. Firstly, her design is great. Right, white, black, purple is basically my favorite combination overall. Like, I use it a lot even in FF14 when coming up with outfits and stuff. So already the design really captures me. I think she's very cute. I like her, like, Gothic Lolita style dress too. But what really won me over about Vivian is overall her character. Because, like, for me personally, I have a weak spot for cute female characters that are open with her feelings. Open with their feelings, you know? I like characters that are direct. I like the ones that aren't afraid to say like, oh, they hold affection for you or that they like you, you know, that sort of thing. And we know that Vivian definitely falls into that. I personally don't really like characters that beat around the bush. I think it's kind of annoying. So I really like it when characters are very outright with like saying like, hey, you know, they like you. And normally, this, like, I will say, while I do like that archetype of character, I usually don't really like it when it goes too far. So in Vivian's case, she's very much kind of, like, people would call her a stalker, and they're probably not too wrong. about it. Like, typically, I don't actually like Vivian's style of character where they're a little bit too obsessed. But what I like about Vivian is that, unlike a lot of those characters, she is her own character outside of her affection for us as the MC too. What I really like about Vivian is that, while yes, recently, a lot of the time, they do kind of limit her character down to just being obsessed with Phaethon, what I really like about Vivian is that that's not all there is about her, you know? Like, she has a backstory. She has a reason for liking us as much as she does, and even a reason for why she is like that in the first place, because she does want affection. She's clearly someone who cares about people. I actually don't like it when people draw Vivian or like write about Vivian as a yandere. Because yes, it's funny, you know, it's funny to use. She's definitely the closest character in the game to being a yandere, but she's not. Right? Like, I don't mind people doing it because, you know, you have to trope your character somewhat when you're drawing comics and stuff, but she's not, actually. Yes, she gets jealous. You know, her max affection event, she gets jealous at us because, like, we're talking with, I think it was Grace at the time, you know? But what really stands out to me is that she didn't get mad at us or like act upon those feelings. She didn't get mad at Grace or whatever, or, you know, stalk her down and stab her with a knife or something. She was upset at herself for feeling that way. You know? She still had the feeling of like she wants to prove that she is worthy of standing next to us. And she clearly cares about other people too. Like, people tend to draw her as, like, being cold to other characters or, you know, only really caring about us. But you can see that in a lot of her interaction events. She is friends with a lot of NPCs because we have to remember she works, like, a shit ton of part-time jobs. And she's often, like, lauded upon. Like, a lot of the NPCs actually like her and look up to her because she always helps them with their work and teaches them because of all her work experience and stuff. This is a girl that has worked hard, that has had dreams, that has worked hard to achieve those dreams despite a troubled past, and clearly has strong affection towards us because we saved her and changed her mindset for that troubled past, and doesn't actually know how to act upon these affections because she has never had that experience herself. She doesn't know how not to be obsessed with us because she's just not been taught, you know? So I feel like Vivian has really good potential for character explanation, for character expansion and development, because like she's obsessed with us because she doesn't know any other way of like thinking about us. This whole time she's seen us as Phaethon, she's been a fan, she's collected merch of us, she's wanted to meet us, you know, as a way to say thank you, and also because, you know, she probably wants to get to know us. And when she finally does, all of that affection just comes breaking through the dam at once, you know? She doesn't know how to act otherwise. And there's so much chance for character development for us to like get closer to her as an individual rather than as someone she looks up to. And I love that. I think she is a girl that deserves all the happiness in the world. And I just can't stop like feeling like she deserves so much, you know? That's why I love Vivian. I love Vivian so much, honestly. There's so much I could gush about her. And that's why she is my favorite agent. That went a little longer than I thought it would, but I really wanted to get this out. You know, I've been thinking this about Vivian for so long, and I just wanted to get it out. This is partially why I wanted to do this grid thing at a different time, because I knew that I wanted to elaborate a little bit more, especially about Vivian, and I needed the time to do that. But yes, that's why I love our purple girly. She is very cute. I also love the drip they always give her. She deserves more skins, by the way. Thank you, ZZZ. Give her some of her collab outfits. But yes, alright. Least favorite agent, I guess is probably Pulchra. Yeah, right. Like, what else is on this list? I think it's probably Pulchra, because we already did kind of rate it earlier. Yeah, I don't think we can include the enemies because this is supposed to be least favorite agent. So yeah, it is probably Pulchra. It's not that I dislike Pulchra too much, it's just that I really love all of ZZZ's characters in general. and Pulchra is my least favorite, mostly off of design. I just don't really like the furry design. And to be honest, I think, funnily enough, the part of Pulchra's design that I like the least is her chest size. I actually think that the part of Pulchra's design that I dislike most is not really even necessarily the furry design. It's how disproportionate her chest is to the rest of her. Like, that combined with her chest is massive. Like, not as big as like Yadhari, for example, but it's like, but it's pretty big. I can show you a little closer once we're in game, because I feel like it's a bit clearer in game, but you can kind of see she's very well endowed, actually. And I don't really like that a lot. I actually feel like the design would lend itself very well to a more appropriately sized, you know, chest. Like, look at that. You know, I personally feel like it's a bit disproportionate. I don't really like that. And I already don't really like the furry design scheme too much. I know there's people out there who will love it a lot, but I don't really like it too much. I do like her interactions with Bernice, but her interactions with us as a character alone, I feel like we're not really the most fleshed out, probably because she was designed to be an A rank. I think that it is nice though that they're able to make furry designs, and I actually wish that they would make more furry character designs, because it kind of feels like they'd stop doing that, you know? Like the most recent one was Zhao, but that's not really following the same scheme that we saw with like Pulchra and Lycaon as well. But yeah, it's mostly her design, and her personality just doesn't speak to me that much, along with her development. But I wouldn't say that I straight up dislike Pulchra too much. She's just like one of the characters that I care a little bit about the least. Your most used agent, I think it was Piper, right? Like, we already saw it previously. This one doesn't need much explanation. She was the one that appeared in all of my roles when I started the game. You know, I got like M4 Piper. You know, like in my first couple of pulls on the standard banner when I started the game, so of course I would use her, and I'm still using her now because Anomaly is a great category. So yeah, Piper, most used for sure. Underrated agent. I am not sure if I have an opinion on an underrated agent. Cause like a lot of the agents that I do use are mostly meta or popular in some way or another. I would think though that the character I like most that would probably be considered underrated is Qingyi. Now, she's not underrated from a meta standpoint. Unfortunately, in Qingyi's case, the reason she's unpopular meta-wise is actually correct. She is just not good. I don't have her, so I don't have proof of this, but from what I've heard, she is just not good meta-wise. So my choice of underrated here is for her character. I actually really like Qingyi as a character. I think she's very fun to be around. She is based... I think this is something ZZZ does a lot, where they make older characters tiny. You know, like Piper, like Qingyi. It is very similar sort of situation. Qingyi, I feel like, is a very sassy character. I like her style, I like her personality, I like that she's very direct and kind of uncaring about things, but also has clearly an old man feel about her where she likes to pull out random quotes and poems. And I honestly really liked Qingyi when I played around with her early on in the story. Her combat felt satisfying, her character was fun to be around. Yeah, I feel like Qingyi deserves a little bit more love. You know, a buff for Qingyi would be nice. Because up until now, she still feels like honestly worse than some of the A rank agents from what I've heard. So yeah, I will put her up here. Favorite NPC. Favorite NPC. Okay, who do we have? Let's see. Favorite NPC. Looking through all of the NPCs here. From a design perspective, it is 100% Sweetie. I think that from a design perspective, my favorite NPC is definitely Sweetie. I'm wondering if she is overall my favorite NPC. And let me tell you who her competition is. Oh wait, Eos is here? Eos counts as an NPC? Oh wait, hold on. I don't think Eos counts as an NPC, right? I don't think we can count Eos as an NPC. I think you can agree with me, right? Eos is very clearly a playable character. I don't think he should count as an NPC. So we're not counting Eos. But basically, I'm competing between Sweetie and Damien. I really like what they did with Damien in the story. And I am honestly very actually kind of upset that they didn't follow through with his development. Because it's pretty clear from earlier trailers in Season 2 that they wanted to do more with Damien. And they just kind of decided not to. You know? Like, mind you, Damien is not the cutest or most handsome or coolest character in any regard. What I like about him is what they did with him. Because when he first shows up, he seems like he's gonna be your typical tops dude, you know? Like really annoying, really full of himself. And someone that you want to take down a notch. But then you can see the development, you see the potential. Especially since they showed him in the trailer with Zhao. I feel like they really wanted to flesh out a relationship between him and Zhao in some way. And I was actually looking forward to that because I actually kind of started liking Damien. Even though he was never really fully on our side, he was very much like, he had his own standards and morals and ambitions that maybe were not the best, but he still tried to make sure not to like hurt too many people along the way, which I appreciated. I really wish they fleshed him out a little bit more. I feel like they could have done so much with him. It could have given so much characterization to Zhao as well. So if they actually did that, I feel like I would have put Damien up here. In comparison, Sweetie definitely... Ooh, you know what? Hold on. It's not Sweetie. It's Venus. I forgot for a moment. It's Venus. I think I know what. Do I really need to explain? Do I really need to explain why it's Venus? I think most of the community loves Venus. And I am one of them. I wish we got more of Venus. I feel like we don't really see a lot of her anymore after Season 2. Like, yeah, she showed up during the movie event with a new outfit. But like, we need more Venus, you know? She cares, she's such a sweet lady, you know? She cares about us. For some reason, she's working managing proxies, which is kind of a criminal enterprise, but she's so nice. You know, like, I don't know how that happened. It's such a weird dichotomy, and yet somehow it works. She really has that big sister feel to the MC, which is great. Yeah, it's definitely Venus. Venus goes up here. Favorite Void Hunter. It is no longer a question. Remiel. After the recent story and characterization, there is no coming close to what ZZZ has done with Remiel. Yishen Guang, I like her, you know, she carries my account a lot. I depend on her very heavily in order to clear a lot of content. But I do feel like her character development and story could have been better written. Yishuan is strong. I actually don't mind her design. I actually kind of like Yishuan's design, I'm gonna be honest, a little bit. And she's cool. I like her combat. But as a character, we never really get to know Yishuan very much. Like, she's so strong that they keep her out of the story most of the time, and I feel like that is to her detriment. And then later on, they try to show us, hey, she is a flawed character, you know, stuff happened in the temple under her watch. But to me, that doesn't really feel like a flaw. It feels like, how did you let this happen, being as strong as you are? You know, because they didn't really characterize the issues of that. Like, yes, there's an explanation for why it happened, but we didn't really get to see it properly. Meanwhile, Remiel feels like a real person. Feels like her relationship with us has built up in one of the most natural ways I've ever seen from a gacha game. And she's just so fun. You know, she's teasing, she's cute, she's pretty. Oh, she's the whole package put together, Reviel. She is absolutely my favorite Void Hunter. Favorite design is probably Vivian, right? I think, yeah, it's Vivian. It's definitely Vivian. Again, white, black, purple. Elite design color scheme. She has a nice little bit of fan service where her back is open and we can see some side, you know. But it's not too fan servicey. I think it's like a really interesting way to do fan service considering that Gothic Lolita usually doesn't show much skin. And she's very cute. I love the red eyes. I love her outfit. I love her hair. She's perfect. She's the most me-coded gacha game character that I have seen in a very long time. Agent I warmed up to. Ooh. This one's also a bit difficult, because typically a lot of characters start out as me already kind of liking them. But it's probably Cecilia. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I think it's probably Cecilia. I would also put Promea up here. I think I've grown to like Promea quite a lot as well. But I think the most obvious example of this, like not just from me, but as an entire community, is Cecilia. Cause yes, I look at leaks when I'm on Twitter, and I obviously see leaks of all the characters before they came out, and while I wasn't as vocal about it, I did feel like, Cecilia's design does feel a little bit strange considering she is part of NEPS. I do still feel like her design could have been better, like her outfit, there were definitely better options for her. But Cecilia is genuinely one of the best characters in the game right now. Like, they've characterized her so well that even if maybe you weren't too like fussed about her when you first met her or when she was first introduced, I don't think anyone hates Cecilia anymore. You know? Like, she is so funny. She's clearly out to protect herself, but she also cares enough about us to put that on the back burner. And only us most of the time, which is funny. But she also clearly still does care, you know. Earlier we literally had a conversation between her and Billy where she was joking around and saying like, hey, I'll protect Belle, you'll have to handle yourself. And when Billy said like, no problem, a knight always sacrifices himself for his friends, she's like, don't do that, you know. Like, Cecilia actually is such a good character. She clearly cares, but it doesn't look like it at first. So, you know, no one hates Snake Girl. We all love Snake Girl now. I just wish she had a better outfit. Favorite boss? Do I have a favorite boss? I feel like a lot of the bosses are kind of annoying to fight. Favorite boss? Alright, well, we have all of the list here. It's not Bringer. It's not... I don't think it's either the miasmic people. I think it's Twin Marionettes. I have very fond memories of farming Twin Marionettes, like, a lot when I started the game. Because it just so happened that quite a few of the characters that I rolled early on used the Twin Marionettes materials. I think that overall the fight is not too difficult. It's something that I can clear quite easily, especially now. But back then I did have some challenge because it was the boss I had to fight the most when I was new to the game and I just did not know how to dodge shit. I still think it's a very fun fight. Very well designed. Very simple. Doesn't take too much work to do. Yeah, I think it's the Twin Marionettes. Least favorite boss. Oh, The least favorite boss. Who do I hate fighting? I think the the bosses that I dislike most will tend to be the ones that have like a lot of long animations where you can't really like hit them, or like really annoying mechanics. I wonder if it's Yeshuan. Cause like, I feel like fighting Yeshuan is kind of weird sometimes. But is it really? I feel like nowadays I can handle Yeshuan just fine. I don't really care too much for Wandering Hunter. I've not fought Romuald enough times to really remember how he feels. Miasmic Priest is pretty simple. Miasmic Fiend is kind of annoying with the invuln phase in the center, but not too difficult to handle. Bringer is eh. Dead End Butcher is okay. I don't really have a boss that I dislike particularly much, I would feel. Yeah, it's always the least favorite categories that are the most difficult for me, huh? It feels like some bosses are missing here too, or maybe I'm just not seeing them correctly. I feel like nowadays I can handle most bosses just fine. But who do I hate fighting if it comes up? Maybe that would be the answer. Yishi Yen is probably annoying, but then like I feel like I have the teams to handle it. I don't know, I don't really have a boss that I'd consider as like a least favorite. Fudge it. We're gonna put Miasmic Fiend on here because the in-between phase is just kind of annoying to do, and then the boss itself hits really stupidly hard and sometimes you don't see the flashes. Yeah, fudge it. We'll put Miasmic Fiend up on there. Favorite agent story speaks for itself. Not to mention that I really have not played many agent stories, so this is a little bit of an unfair category. I've only played like what? 3 or 4 agent stories maximum. So obviously Seeds is gonna be the best among them. Maybe I'll have a different favorite once I play through more of the agent stories, but Seed's story was just so well done. Like, it made me cry. You know, I think that's a very simple metric. It made me cry. It is worth going through to anyone. Yeah, I don't think it needs much explanation. I have the pictures. Nice. Okay, favorite version is a bit hard. What version did I start playing the game in? Let me try to remember. I know I started playing in Season 2, probably. I think I probably started playing around Dylan's version. Hold on, let me check this real quick. Vivian rerun version, because I started playing during Vivian's rerun. The Vivian rerun was phase 1 of version 2.3. So yes, I started playing in 2.3, which is when Lucia and Yidhari were coming out. Yes, now I remember. So this is when I started playing. I don't think I can really say I like a version before that unless I remember the story well enough. It looks like this this tier list is not updated as well because we don't have the 3 point anything versions. So that makes it a little bit difficult. I'll try to see if I can remember the earlier versions, because I do remember liking a lot of the early stories. What story was this? This was Miyabi's story. Or was it? No, this was Jane Doe's story. Okay, yeah. This was Jane Doe's story. This was... oh, whoops, sorry. So, like, here's 1.0. This was... so, 1.0 was Neps, Victoria Housekeeping, Bellabog. 1.1 was Jane Doe's story. 1.2 was Sons of Caledon. 1.3 and 1.4 were Miyabi and Hollow Special Investigation Unit. 1.5 was Astra. 1.6 was Sanbi and the start of Mockingbird, and then 1.7 was the end of Mockingbird. Okay, you know what? My favorite version was 1.0. I'm not even kidding. I think I really liked the start of ZZZ. Like, that's how the game captured me in the first place, you know? Now, of course, I was not around to experience it. I'm going off of this based off of the story entirely, but the introduction to ZZZ was so good that it made me want to keep playing the game. And I think that in itself really deserves a shout out, you know? Like, yes, the introduction is everything. I love the 1.0 characters. I still think that Victoria Housekeeping is one of my favorite factions of all time. Like, their entrance was so good. I still love Lycon and most of Victoria Housekeeping, even if Rena has messed up my 50-50 multiple times. In fact, speaking of favorite faction, we got favorite faction. Who's my favorite faction? Angels of Delusion is great. It's not Bellabog, I'm sorry. It's probably not Cunning Hares as well, I'm sorry. Not Krampus. Mockingbird is definitely up there, but carried entirely by Vivian. Not Oval Squad, not Public Security, not Section 6, not... Oh, actually, it could be Sons of Caledon. Spook Shack is good. Stars of Lyra is okay. Victoria Housekeeping is great. My top favorite factions are probably Sons of Caledon, Victoria Housekeeping, and then Angels of Delusion. I think these are my 3 favorite factions in the game. Who is my favorite faction of them all? I guess it would basically be which faction characters do I like in general. You know? And I think it is Sons of Caledon. I think my favorite faction is Sons of Caledon, actually. It could be. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that kind of like sticks above. Because in Victoria Housekeeping, I really like Lycon and Corin. And then I somewhat like Ellen. And then okay like Rena. Sons of Caledon, I really like Piper, Lucy, Bernice, Lyther. And just kind of okay with Caesar. And then, well, I guess I dislike Pulchra a little bit, but not by that much. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really see Pulchra as a member of Sons of Caledon. You know, even after all this time, it kind of feels like she's not really with them, even though she is, you know? Angels of Delusion, though, are also a really, really good faction. I especially like Suna. She's a member of Sons of Caledon? Yes. She is officially listed as a Sons of Caledon. She joined them after, like, you know, all the story completed. Because remember, she used to be an enemy. But then, like, the Sons of Caledon recruited her. That's why she hangs out with Bernice now. She is actually part of the Sons of Caledon. Yeah, honestly, I think it is. I think it is the Sons of Caledon. They are my favorite faction. I just love the way they're presented a lot of the time. Like, the found family dynamic among them is really good. Most of the characters are really quirky and fun. Their designs overall are pretty solid. You know, I think it is Sons of Caledon. And then right behind them would be like Victoria Housekeeping, Angels of Delusion, and then Mockingbird because Vivian carries it very hard. An agent you're looking forward to. Is Claret on here? Yeah, okay, Claret. Easy. And then preferred proxy is, of course, Belle, because she is my proxy. I love Belle. Honestly, the proxies are great. I think that the proxies, the MCs themselves are a big part of why ZZZ is such a good game. And I love them with all my heart. But Belle is, of course, my preferred because, well, I picked her from the beginning. So yeah, here is my About Me Zenless Zone 0 list. I think it's pretty solid overall. It's all women. I just realized as well. Like, it's actually all women, including the bosses. Well, it goes to show what my preferences are. But then again, there are least favorites on here, so who knows what that means. But yeah, this is my About Me Zenless Zone 0 list. Should I screenshot this? Hold on. I'll screenshot this so that I can post it. And Big Daddy, or his name, was the face of Sons of Caledon. Honestly, I love Big Daddy's design. I wouldn't mind if they made Big Daddy playable, dude. He looks like he would be cool AF. You know? A big pork man with beard and biker jacket goes hard. Alright, I'm kinda curious. What is this waifu list? Oh my god. I see, okay. There are some very suspicious categories on this. There's some crazy suspicious categories on this, dude. I wonder if I should try to do this. I don't even know what some of these mean. Like, what is this supposed to mean? What does this mean, actually? You'll help? Okay, we'll go through this simply. Best waifu, easy. Vivian. Too sexy. Also easy. Remiel. Mommy material. I don't really usually like mommy material characters very much. Like, it's not my typical style of preference, so I don't really have a strong feeling about this one. This is the exact same list from the other one. Even though we don't actually need all the extra characters. Yadhari? I don't really consider Yadhari mommy material. Like, yes, she's a large, well-endowed lady, but I don't really see her as mommy material. She's more like, for me, Yadhari is more like elder sister material, I guess. To be honest, I don't know if anyone from ZZZ can be considered mommy material. Except like Yishuan. Actually, yeah. Like, most of the characters in ZZZ I would consider like friend, or you know, older sibling, younger sibling kind of thing. I don't really see anyone as a mommy. I think the closest would be Yishuan or Rina. Yeah, you know what? It's I think probably best bet is actually Yishuan. She's the only one I could see as being like a parent. Is she a good parent? Probably not. but she is a parent. Like, all the other characters you could consider as mommy material, like Yadhari I see as elder sister type, Grace I see as elder sister type, Evelyn I don't really see her as like a mommy material. I know who I would see as daddy material. Banyu. I don't think that's what they mean. Yes, I know, but that's how I see it, you know? That's how I see it. Cause again, I don't think mom is hot. I'm sorry. That's just not my preference. So I can't see anyone as mommy material. Okay, you're gonna have to explain what this means to me. What does this mean? I'm not sure if I have a correct understanding of what this is supposed to mean. The most centric? What does that mean? That doesn't tell me anything either. Somewhat like Jane? Lilo, you're not really helping me. I need a do I need to Google this? Should I Google this? I don't know if I should. I think I need to Google this at this point. I hope this doesn't ruin my search history. I don't know if what you're explaining is correct, I'll be honest. I've heard this term here and there, meaning of, I'm not gonna say it because I feel like it's something that's not good. It means the most intensely cute and funny. Okay, yeah, so I was wondering if this was the case. I believe it is generally used for smaller characters, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, this is generally used as a way to describe like smaller characters. Like, I think it's generally used to describe lollies, actually. I believe, if I'm not wrong. Cause like, okay, I'll admit it here, I do actually sometimes think that lollies are cute. I do actually like lolly characters. Quite a few of them actually. So I've heard this term before. And I was wondering if this was the correct way of looking at it. I believe that is the case. It usually stands for cute and funny, which is a way people use to describe, you know... in most media, it's used to describe sexy or fun characters. No, from what I have seen on the internet, it is used to describe typically lolly characters. Or perhaps... Because I'm wondering if you mean this, you know, like with the T instead of the N. I'm not sure if we can come to a agreeable conclusion on what this is supposed to mean. Because the way you're describing it, I don't really understand either. So for now, let's just skip that category. Yeah, you meant the version with the T, right? Yeah, this is different. This is what it was, right? Did I accidentally change the word? No, that is what it was when it started. So yeah, this means something slightly different. It does generally mean a smaller character that you think is like attractive. In which case, it's probably Norma. This will probably get me cancelled in certain groups. But yeah, budget. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of categories here that are gonna be taken over by Vivian. But like... Yes, I know she's obsessed with Phaeton, but based on my characterization of her, I have to be honest. Based on how, like, people will think that, like, oh, she will never, you know, love anyone else besides Phaeton, but based on what I understand of her as a character, I feel like it's not impossible. As for this one, I think a lot of the characters are very attractive, but did I see them in this way? I'm gonna take the easy way out. Remiel is actually just way too attractive. Now, I could easily put Vivian in the I like it category as well, but I feel like that's a bit of a cop-out. I should try to include some other characters. Probably, you know. Especially since she's already on the Would Marry, I probably should have someone else in the I like it category. I like it, but you love Vivian. I know, right? Because like if it was just that, if that were the case, then she'd be here as well. You know? if that were the case, she would just be in these as well. Is that what you want? Is that like, is that interesting if I just do it like that? I mean, why put her in like if you love her? Okay, okay, yeah. I see where you're coming from. So we can put someone else on here. I would kind of leave her in girlfriend though, cause like I believe in monogamy. You know? Like I can like another character, but if I'm going to marry Vivian, I feel like she should also be my girlfriend, you know? Like I don't see it going any other way. I'm gonna put Seed and I like it because I do genuinely think that she's one of the prettiest characters in the game. Like one of the cutest characters in the game. So I'll just put her there. Best looks, yeah, you're right. This is also Vivian. Best friend is an interesting one. Who would I consider as best friend material? Who is best friend material? Honestly, I think it's Cecilia. Oh, you agree? I'm like just looking through and thinking of like who would I consider like who could I see being a best friend to me, and just like I feel like it would be Cecilia actually. Like yes, she would fight over our snacks, but like she does share her snacks. Like I feel like she's actually putting up a front a lot of the time when she says like, oh, I'll take all of the snacks, you know, none for you. She actually does share them. She's just, you know, being Cecilia about it. Yeah. I hate this character. I don't really feel like there's anyone I hate. Maybe I can put one of the NPCs on here, right? I don't really hate any of the playables. Like, again, even though Pulchra is my least favorite, I don't think I hate her. Is there anyone I actively hate in this game? Honestly? I don't think I hate anyone, man. Like, again, the reason why I like ZZZ so much is because I don't dislike anyone. Sarah, you know what? Yeah, let's put her up there. Like, yes, she had a sad backstory as a reason for why she did what she did, but she clearly was not given enough time to ruminate on it, you know? She's pretty, I can't deny it, but yeah, if I had to choose someone I actually didn't like, it would probably be her. Worst character? Again, I don't really think this is going to be a playable character. I think all the playable characters are great. Do I just put Sarah again? Pulchra? No, I don't think so. Like, if it's least favorite, sure. But if you're saying worst character, I'm straight up saying like, oh, this character is no good. You know? And I don't really think anyone in ZZZ is straight up no good. I feel like I have to leave this blank. There's no one I feel like in ZZZ that's just outright like bad enough. Even Sarah, like, despite all of her flaws and how she definitely could have been used better as a villain, I don't think was like outright terrible. You know who I would put? Probably? This is his boss form? But I would put like Bringer, the character, on here. You know? Like, remember how he was a character before he was a boss? I'd probably put him up there. Like, I feel like if anyone is like, yeah, in the waifu tier list. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be a waifu list, right? Sorry, I need to put a, you know what, then yeah, no one. I don't think so. I don't think there's any like female characters that I outright think are not good. Yeah. But Bringer does deserve to get slandered, you're right. Best character. Daughter material, that's an interesting one. Daughter material. There's a lot of good daughter materials in this game, to be honest. I'm not gonna put Norma up there because she's actually an adult. My top picks would be Corin or Suna. Yeah, those would be my top picks for daughter material. I'll put Suna. I really like Suna. Like, I really like Suna, honestly. I just kind of want to cheer for her, you know? I really, like, I related to Suna on such an insane level when I was playing through the AOD story. You know, like when I was going through their story and Suna was talking about like how she wanted to chase her dreams and always felt inferior, you know? Felt like she couldn't do the things she wanted to do and achieve success. I'm just like, no, girl. I want to hug her, you know? And yeah, she is a very cute girl failure in a way, but like, I see her as just like, I really want to cheer her on, you know? She kind of reminds me a bit of myself. And I think that she's a really cute design too. I wish that I had enough pulls to also get her on her previous rerun. I was thinking about it, but I knew that I couldn't. Yeah, we want to support her with all of our might. And then, well, I mean, isn't the Goathed just the same as best character? You know? Like, is that not the same? Okay, just to have a different character between best character and the Goathed. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. You guys remember how when I did the sorter previously, Vivian was number 1. Norma was number 2, and then Yuzuha was number 3. I'm gonna say it right now, quite clearly for me. Remiel is my number 2 now. Like, I don't think I need to do the sorter again to tell you guys this. It's Remiel. She is so well characterized that I cannot put her any lower than that. Like, all of us were already like thinking, oh man, like, it feels like Remiel is being set up to be this like really awesome character, and we all put her really high. Like, I had her in my top 5, even though we had only interacted with her a little bit before that. Because I already felt so like, I felt so much affection for her even before we really got to know her. And now that we've gotten to know her a little bit more, I don't even think they're finished yet. You know, I don't even feel like they're finished with Remiel. She's clearly going to have more story to come. I already love her so much. I should buy her that skin. But yeah, here is my list. If I find it funny, you can click off ZZZ and add another character from somewhere else. Really? Oh my god, you're right. I just put someone else from somewhere. That's crazy. But yeah, this is my waifu list. Right here. Very cool. Finally got to do my grids. I love doing these sort of things. I just love talking about the characters I like. You know? And now Lilo, you know why I love Vivian so much. I think you agree, right? About her characterization. Like, she's clearly a much deeper character than just being like a yandere, a stalker of our Phaethon. She's such a good girl. You know? Like, in the same way you want to cheer for Suna, you want to cheer for Vivian, but she doesn't actually need it because she has found her happiness in life through her own hard work. And it brings a warmth to my heart, you know? I remember doing like one of her Bond stories and she was telling us about how when she was younger she would dream of simple things, you know? Having cute clothes and eating good food. Just like when she told me that, I was like, oh my god, that's such simple desires. And then she said like, oh, and she can do it now, you know? She has the things she wants now and she's happy. And it made me feel so happy inside, you know? I love Vivian so much. Yeah, I hate it when people dumb her down to yandere. I think it's funny when they keep it simple, but unfortunately there's a bit too much of a push. Because unfortunately in ZZZ she is probably the closest character to being a yandere, so since people tend to simplify characters down to tropes for comics, that's just the archetype that Vivian falls into. Also, hello baby water, welcome to the stream. Okay, we have completed the grids. Let's go ahead and restart ZZZ. Though it is almost dinner time already, so I ended up taking a much longer break than I thought I would because yeah, the grids, I really wanted to take some time to do those grids properly. So I get the feeling we're not gonna be able to do too much more of the story today, but I think it's fine. I also am going to need to shower after this, sitting here all day in the hot afternoon weather. Dude, I'm not even exposed to the sun or anything. It's just so fudging hot. When MLBB version for waifus? I don't have MLBB waifus, dude. Well, except Hirara. Be right back, bathroom. How about Angela? Dude, there are so many other female characters you could have said before you ever got anywhere close to Angela, man. Keep an eye on him, yeah. Like, I already said earlier that I do like lolly characters, but I think we gotta keep an eye on him.
There's out
that's a
here.
knock on the door. One
We should
moment.
speak inside.
The retroflux zone. I never would have thought you would be hiding here.
Oh. And here I thought you would let me go on purpose.
Okay. I guess can. Really anytime. What time would we leave? I see. Yeah. Okay. 7 means I have to stop streaming now. Well, maybe. Okay, yeah. Okay, peoples. I did mention it, but it is almost dinner time. Which means we may have to finish things off here, actually. Whoops. Alright, let's go through one more conversation. And then I think I will have to go.
To have such a glaring blind spot.
Would you call it that? Before all this, I wouldn't have believed anyone would willingly live in the sewers with a whole colony of bamboo either.
I was pretty shocked when I first got here too.
Alright, let's save the small talk for later.
Okay, just checking. Is the game lagging anymore?
Deal with Gerta Blulu. Or rather, what to do about Dracena.
So I guess Sigrid kind of is with us now?
First of all,
which is something I didn't expect, I will say.
CCD.
All good? Okay, that's good.
Access to Rose Califer's communications network as well. In other words, we can't communicate with anyone through electronic means right now. If we do, it'll notice us almost immediately.
Lady Dracena did give orders to keep a close watch on any unusual communication signals within the island.
See? The enemy is already starting to show the cloven hoof.
You can't make animal references in the world of ZZZ, man.
Go on.
Go on.
Dealing with it wouldn't actually be difficult. The real problem is how to do it quietly. Even I can't be sure I could bring it down in a single strike. None of us knows how deeply it has fused with the Karma Core. If we act rashly, worst case, everyone in Rose Califer ends up witnessing Lady Dracena turn into an ethereal. And by then, even if we manage to save Dracena, to Rose Califer, all we've really done
That
is
is a
save
tricky
monster
situation
that
to
could
be
turn
in.
into an ethereal at any moment.
I never thought you cared about Rose Califer's order and stability.
Why wouldn't I? This is
Well,
the
you know, you did
utopia
try to
of
kill her,
fate
Reviel.
thrown
You
in.
kind of have to clarify that first.
Remiel's right. We need a way to keep the imposter contained without drawing any attention. Sneaking back into the CCD again probably won't work. Even if Sigrid helped us and cleared out all the guards, the imposter would catch on the moment she did anything out of the ordinary. Unless we could somehow lure the imposter out of the CCD and into somewhere isolated. Somewhere no one
But would it even
notice.
go?
Wait.
I've got it.
Remiel, Sigrid, I've got it! A way to deal with that imposter without anyone ever finding out.
Oh?
Please, go on.
Tomorrow evening, the CCD will be holding a welcoming banquet for the island's guests in its reception hall. It's supposed to be hosted by Lady Dracena herself, which means she's definitely going to be there.
That does sound promising. We could go in as guests instead of forcing our way into the CCD. That would save us a great deal of trouble.
But, Miss Bell, with so many guests around, how do you plan to stay unnoticed?
Belle, you are suggesting something kind of crazy.
What if a singularity leakage appeared just as the imposter made its appearance? Or maybe a passage formed from multiple singularity leakages? If that's how it got into Buastrum, then we could use the same trick to send it back. And if there just happened to be no airspace patrol soldiers patrolling the Hollow at the time,
Surely there's a better idea than this. This seems a little bit spotty.
I'm starting to lose track of what you mean, Miss Bell. How are you going to make a singularity leakage appear in the CCD reception hall at that exact time?
yesterday, Remiel and I found the culprit's crime scene at the bottom of the retroflux zone. We also figured out how those singularity leakages are being created. I think I can make something similar. If we keep it under control, nobody...
I don't know, that seems like a very risky play to make, Belle.
Fighting fire with fire.
Surely this... Well, I guess there really isn't another
as long
idea.
As we have stable hollow observation data to run the calculations. Oh, wait, no. I don't have the HDD with me. And I can't reach Wise or Fairy either. So how am I supposed to get stable hollow observation data?
Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong, Belle.
If you are concerned about obtaining stable hollow observation data, while I am not...
Man, Sigrid is actually just on board with all of this.
Able to offer some assistance.
Honestly, Sigrid's great. Thank you, Sigrid.
Within the Scommel Hollow. During patrols, we discovered equipment there that is similar to what the CCD uses to process Rosetta data. However, due to their excessive size, they were left abandoned on site and never retrieved.
If that equipment still works, then that might just do it. But without Databoo handling the calculations, most of
I'm
the
gonna
allocates
skip
been
through the
moved
text
to the
just a
CCD
little bit.
databoo.
I'm gonna like try to finish
If
this
they're willing to help us,
conversation, and then I think I
Don't
need to
you
get ready to
remember,
go
Belle?
out.
In their eyes, those 3 Sunbringers are all imposters. Anyway,
I feel like Remiel just revealed a very
at the
big
very
piece of
least,
information to
Prophet Boo
Sigrid
should be
to
willing to do me this favor.
telling them
That
that they
leaves one
think all
final
the
question.
Sunbringers are imposters.
How are we supposed to get into Scommel Hollow without tipping off the imposter?
Almost simultaneously, you and Remiel turn to look at Sigrid.
Why are you both suddenly looking at me like that?
Oh, nothing. I simply thought a certain airspace patrol deputy director might be able to get us into Scommel Hollow.
At first light tomorrow.
Damn, Sigrid is really just on board with all of this. Like, she just straight up believes us at this
I
point.
can also pretend I never saw you tonight. That is all the assistance I can offer. And if I discover that everything you have told me is false, I will personally answer for tonight's decision, whatever the cost.
Sigrid turns to leave, but pauses just before opening the door.
There is one final matter I would like to confirm with you, Remiel.
Mm-hmm.
You once attempted to assassinate Lady Eldrada. Why then are you going to such lengths to save Lady Dracena?
Because none of them are the Sunbringer I'm looking for. To me, they're no different from this city in the sky. They're all gifts Sunbringer left behind for the world. I simply don't want to stand by and watch the things my friend cherished be destroyed by monsters.
Remiel still thinks so closely of Sunbringer despite everything, dude. Even though she's still looking for answers. After that, you and Remiel spend some time explaining everything to Prophet Boo. He wrestles with it for a while, but eventually agrees to your request. It's getting late. Better get some rest while you can. Everything depends on tomorrow. Okay, good place to end then. The mission just completed. I am gonna go ahead and finish off my stream there, everyone. Little bit sudden. I would have liked to make just a little bit more progress here, but well, I needed to take a break to make sure my PC didn't explode, and well, we got to do the grids as a result of that, so I suppose it ends up being kind of alright. But yes, I am gonna go ahead and end things here. I need to shower still before going out, so I don't have a lot of time to do this. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today. We are getting a lot more Remiel content, which is great. I think like I mentioned already earlier, I think a lot of us are growing to really like Remiel. I know I am. So I will probably cave and get that outfit. I feel like it's only a matter of time before it happens. But yes, okay. So that's all from me today. Next stream should be on Tuesday as per usual. I guess we'll probably hop back into MLBB. It's been a little while since we last streamed ML. But it depends on whether or not like something else comes up. Maybe there's a different idea or anything. I do definitely need to continue the ZZZ story as well. Like I already said, I want to finish it up so that I can start the summer event. And honestly, I'm really curious to see where the story is going too. So I will try to find another chance to stream so that I can continue. Heck, maybe I stream ZZZ on Tuesday because I actually do want to continue the story and all of that. But viewership still does leave me a little question. But still, I enjoy these streams. I like streaming the game I enjoy, right? So if the chance comes, we will see. But I will let you guys know in Discord about what I do decide to stream in the end, so make sure you guys are over there. And as per usual, do drop a like, follow, and subscribe on my socials. Always live on Twitch and YouTube. And then I got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, as well as Discord. Make sure to follow those, especially the Discord server, so that you guys know whenever I'm going live. When is the gambling stream? What? The gacha? I already rolled gacha. You're gonna have to wait a little while, because I don't plan on rolling for anyone until the next patch. You'll always have one guaranteed viewer, as I always say. Thank you, Lilo. That does, honestly, it means a lot. The fact that you literally, like, postponed your outing just so you could come on by to watch me play ZZZ it means a lot to this little old dodo here, so thank you very much as always. And yeah, that will be all from the dodo today. I will see you guys on Tuesday, I guess, unless I just so happen to have nothing to do tomorrow and I could stream. I don't know. Again, I'll let you guys know in Discord if something happens, but tentatively next stream Tuesday as always. Alright, thank you everyone for dropping by. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye bye. Bye bye, have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. I'm gonna be going out for dinner very soon myself. So yep, see y'all. Bye bye. Teeny Viv, once again. Alright, good night everyone. Bye bye.